Oh, it's not whistled at me yet?
It won't whistle, but I'll tell you when it's ready. That's right.
Call the meeting to order. Pledge. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comment.
Morning.
Gosh, I was looking for you guys over there. Have you started yet?
No, just
Yes.
did call to order.
We have things going on in the courtroom today, so we have to be open. Yeah, court meeting today.
Guess, so.
How'd you
Yeah, I
get
guess I was
away
thinking it
from
was my turn.
Oh.
My
Public
neighbor wrote
comment.
in with me, so she'll be here shortly, but she had to go to the bathroom. So, okay.
It's public comment, so you got the floor if you'd like it.
Oh, you said the pledge already?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I don't have any comments, except I wish that there would be no lawsuit in the county. I don't know if it's possible, but that's my wish. But I do want to commend the Jordan Lafsley. He did a fantastic job wading our roads. I don't know if you got my message or not.
I did,
Yeah. And I guess I did tell you, didn't I? But I haven't told Todd. Or did I? Maybe I didn't tell you.
Not yet.
Oh, well.
I take it as being told now.
Pardon me?
I take it as being
Oh,
told
I know who
now.
I told. You.
Told me.
And I did tell Jordan too.
Good.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forget which last name is yours.
Pardon?
What's your last name? Riley.
Oh,
Riley,
right.
okay.
Sorry.
I get you on the other one, the other north
Oh,
backwards, so I.
hi, Aaron.
I heard the same thing as what you said. Jordan's,
You doing good?
everyone's saying Jordan's doing really good.
Doing
Yes.
good, yeah.
Yeah,
Really good.
Donnie Keene even said so.
That's a plus.
Yeah,
A good recommendation.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope,
Hope he stays.
I do too.
I've had a few good ones already here in the last,
Pardon me?
I've had a couple of good ones in the last
Oh, good.
couple of months.
Well, I don't know who it was,
Last
but
year.
one time they bladed across and left a big old
Yeah,
bump
the approach.
into the approach. So every time I went out of the yard, it was bump, big bump.
Ooh,
Yeah, I've been trying to address that. That is one of my bigger complaints. in
I
the
don't know who it
county.
was, but
Well, it could have been anybody. It doesn't matter who it was, really. It shouldn't be done.
Well, he bladed Prairie Creek or Coal Creek Road. So I saw him the other day and I got your message. I heard it.
oh, good.
I meant to call you back, but I did the same thing. When he turned on the corner, I stopped and told him that I had a young lady from up north named Norma Riley that really liked how you bladed her road.
Yeah,
Cause people hear everything bad they do in the world. Sometimes it's nice to
yeah.
do something positive.
good to hear the good.
Hoping we can get him over the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
That road's really good, but the,
I know,
right,
right at the
both
top.
sides of the mountain are just
I
miserable.
know, and it's. I got him going back up bad route again, get it really bad. And then, we're gonna have to, it's drying out unless it starts
Oh,
raining,
yeah.
we're gonna have to shut him down for a little while.
I noticed that Gary down on going past Ted's.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe how dry that was when he got done with it.
and I mean, there's some sub moisture there, but I mean, our roads are dry on top,
Yeah.
and we're only work with so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the washboarding,
Yeah,
lots of times when it's too dry, you can't. get
well,
down
you
deep enough, can
can't
you?
cut them, and then if you do, you put that stuff on so thick, and if you don't get any moisture on it afterwards,
It powders out.
they get deeper. I
Yeah,
mean, because you loosened up more than was already loose. So that's kind of what happened there. But I got I give you guys the sheets, I got 2.5 months worth of cattle guard and culvert work to do this summer, so we're gonna try to get soon as it dries out, we're gonna start doing that. Things, some of the roads are just gonna have to wait a little while, so,
Well, let's try
you
this.
know.
Good morning, Norma.
Good morning, y'all. Well, here we are. What a meeting, what a group.
And you're just about to miss the public comment, so get
Oh.
with it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you still got something.
Ah,
Smiling faces are always good.
oh, well, that's good.
Here.
Well, hold up.
I will-
That's what he's sitting there for, Norma.
Absolutely.
Oh,
He comes in handy once in a while.
there you are. I'll tell you what, if I was at home, I'd still be in bed for God's sake, but she calls and says, we better go to that meeting.
Well, at that comment thing, it says people should come.
Absolutely.
It's your government.
Yeah.
Pardon?
It's your government.
I know it.
So my understanding is a quorum is the majority, is this right?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. 2 out of the 3.
Ah,
I've got a question, if I could, Aaron Burnson. There's been a lot of talk about the mill levy you guys are looking at for November.
For the road
Yeah.
department.
What is that mill levy going to pertain to? Is it just employees or? is
I think
anything-
Todd and Todd are working on that and working
Yeah.
on an explanation
Trying
to
to get
give
one more,
people.
at least one more guy on.
Yeah. Well, that's all you can have is one more guy.
Well,
Well,
we can
After
have
you drop
5.
from 5 down to 4, correct?
no, I could have as many as we got money for.
Okay.
And that's basically what this money's for, is to get that guy back.
Yep.
And, I think there was 40,000. Or 40 or 50, I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but to continue upgrading equipment. Because in the past, what the commissioners have done, they used to have this gas and oil
Yep.
money coming in, and that's not
Right
coming
now.
in like it used to.
We're lucky if
And
we
that's-
get 10,000 a year, let
Yeah,
alone
that's what-
10,000 a quarter.
That's where they've been replacing this equipment with
Yeah.
that money.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get some of that back. Our equipment is in pretty good shape right now.
Well, yeah.
But it don't take but a couple of years, and you got a couple more thousand hours on a machine,
Oh, yeah.
it's time to get rid of it, you know? So that's where the money's gonna be spent, is trying to get at least one more guy back on, and then put some money in some equipment replacement.
I believe Todd Devlin and Todd Henry are working together to work up a series of articles for the newspaper
Well,
that would inform people about what it's all about.
something a lot of people are talking about. If we do a mill levy and tax the people more, there's no guarantee. No guarantee we're gonna have another employee to fix roads, correct?
Well, no, because they gotta apply for the job.
They
exactly.
gotta find one to apply, yeah.
We're short one right now, out of just the 4 we have.
Yeah,
We're supposed to have 4, and we only got
and it was 2 for quite a
3,
while.
yeah.
Um,
There for 2 weeks this winter, it was just me.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that are talking. You're gonna tax the community and have no guarantee of getting a 4th man, but you're still gonna be collecting the money.
5th man.
4th. Excuse me, we're gonna up the wages though too for all 4 or all 5 positions, correct?
We're not sure about that yet.
That's still in
Okay.
question.
That's gonna
Well,
happen
we
in
can't-
budget time.
I get what people are talking is we can't get 4 employees the way it is. So we're gonna get money and hopefully get a 5th employee. There's no guarantee on that. But there is a guarantee that if you take the taxpayers' money to hire a contractor to come in and help when needed, whether it's haul 100 loads of gravel in the winter or spend 50 hours.
And I
on a
believe that's
grader,
part of what
or
they've
spend
been
50 hours
talking
on a
about.
grader, that is a guarantee.
Yeah,
But hiring a 5th man, a 4th man, there's no guarantee.
right.
I think if we're gonna run a mill levy with what has happened in the past, it needs to be a guarantee that that money will be spent on fixing roads.
Well,
It has to go to the road. It has to.
Well,
We're in
What
agreement
what
with
I'm
that.
saying is put on the mill levy that you're gonna hire contractors, come in, hire Prince to haul gravel and where we have a road that we absolutely cannot get to and someone has to get to it. We're gonna hire Chris Copenhaver or Prince or Muggley's or someone to come in and grade a road. That's a guarantee because you know you can hire the contractors.
Isn't that part of your conversation with Todd on the deck?
well, not on contractors, no. But we had another conversation on, besides the employees' wages and getting this extra money to upgrade equipment. We also discussed the supply budget. I mean, for instance, I just got off the phone yesterday with my cutting edge guy. Them carbide cutting edges were $2,100 a set last year.
That's two pieces,
That's four
pieces.
for 16-foot moldboard. $5,800 now
From what?
for them cutting edges.
From 21,
2,100.
Well, it's 2,100, now they're 58.
Wow.
So my deal with going to cutting edge, we might have to go back to the regular cutting edges because we can't afford. It can take a lot of hours to get that cost per hour down.
how many hours do you get on a regular?
Well,
blade?
we're still on regular blades. We get about 80 hours. It works out to about $4.40 an hour for cutting edges. So far with the carbides, we've been running at the $2,100 price. We're getting anywhere from $3.52 an hour to $2.64 an hour.
You get longer hours. Or more.
Getting
You
more
get
hours.
more, well, they're
But
lasting
at that new
longer.
price,
It's
it's gonna be
smashes
about
it.
$9, almost $10 an hour.
What's the regular blades gonna cost?
Well, the
They're
regular
gonna
blades,
go up too,
the
aren't they?
regular blades are $22 a foot. The carbides I was getting was $132 a foot. These new ones are $365 a foot.
No comparison.
So, I mean, but I don't know the full per hour yet on these carbides we got, because we ain't wore them out yet. But we're on one set, we're at 600 hours, and that's where I figured the break even point was pretty close to the regular cutting edges, and there's still at least 200 to 400 hours left on them. So if I can get 1,000 hours out of them, that breaks it down to $2.64 an hour. About half the price of the
Other
regular
one,
cutting edges, but if I continue getting them at that new price, I'm gonna have to put 1,500 hours on them
whether you
to
get that
get
now?
it, that
Comparable?
cost down, but I don't think you can get 1,500.
They didn't make them better. They just made them more expensive. They haven't changed the.
They haven't changed anything. The only problem is that carbide comes from China. That's the problem.
Import.
When those carbides get wore down, is there anyone that resurfaces them?
It's not a surface carbide, it's inside the
Okay.
cutting edge. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
Kind of an insert.
Yeah.
So Aaron, when you're asking about contract services, are you referring to them bringing their equipment or coming here and using the county's
It
equipment?
has to be their
Their
equipment
equipment is
equipment.
contract.
because they can't.
You
they
couldn't
can't run
contract just the employee of theirs to come in.
Well, you have to hire an employee, which we can't get done.
That's not what I meant. I mean, you can contract services.
I don't think
there's a way to
that
make
would work that way.
Yeah.
They'd wanna run their own machine.
I know a couple other counties that do that. The contract belly dumps out.
How many loads of gravel this winter did you haul?
Not very many,
And I guess that's kind of,
because it was,
there was
The
only
weather.
weather.
I mean, the temperature was fine.
Yeah,
It was the mud.
yeah.
I mean, in the afternoon, you just had mud and you couldn't go nowhere. You're pulling trucks, and you start doing that, it cost you repairs and
I guess what I'm looking at is there was days where it was froze up. I know it was because I was hauling hay at the same time.
This morning it was froze up out of our place.
Yeah.
Pretty crispy
know-
this morning, wasn't it?
It was-
If we have 3 employees and it's gonna be froze up for 2 weeks. If we could hire 5 contractors to come in with belly dumps, we could hammer the heck out of some roads.
You could,
in a
if it fits in their schedule.
Well, yeah,
You know, that's the thing too. They're busy too.
there's a lot of people in the winter time that are sitting around looking for work though too,
Some are, yeah.
so.
It's something to be part of the discussion.
I just like having a guarantee. I guarantee we can find a contractor. No
Somewhere.
one can guarantee me.
A
They're gonna
hired
find an employee.
employee, no,
What does
I've
a,
been struggling.
what does a truck with a driver like from Prince run an hour, do you know? They charge by the hour or the load?
I would imagine they're about $150 an hour.
You know, me pulling my train, I'm 145. So,
You're home based.
I think Chris is 150. I think.
could be.
That's involved.
So what you're saying,
I'm sorry, what do you pay your employees?
Right now, my top guy is making 24.88, I think.
What is surrounding counties running for average?
Wages.
Mhm.
Todd sent me a deal. He went and I don't know where he got his information. But
Part of that
the
spreadsheet.
average with all counties around us except Dawson. And,
Fallon, wasn't
let's
it?
see, he had 6 on it. I think there was Carter County, Weebo County, Prairie County, Macomb, Garfield. So, but anyway, the average was 27.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they're probably all looking for help too.
they are all looking for help too,
So
where most of them are, I know.
what are wages gonna have to go up to 50
Well,
to get help?
that's a little extreme, but I don't know, you gotta,
You can't hire for someone for $40 an hour in Glendive right now.
no.
And
Close to the oil
so
field.
40 isn't enough.
I don't know what it is. We raised it up $5 here a couple of years, 2 years ago.
Something
And
like
we went
that.
down to, we went down a guy, so. But that just brought us to, from 18 starting with,
Yeah.
18 to 22, 23. Which is still below the average.
Yeah, I wish you could go up against the
Custer
average.
County doesn't have problems. They seem to,
Last time we talked about it, you said they were down 3 employees.
I don't think Custer County was. I know Dawson County was for a while.
They were
Powder
down, I
River.
remember, but I don't remember how much it was.
Powder River County was down too. I don't know if they got them back yet or not. It sounds like, Macomb County filled up. Garfield County filled up. Fallon County doesn't seem to have a problem
No,
there, and they're not that much more. I think they're right there at that average, maybe 28. We just don't have a pool here.
location is what hurts us.
Well, the interstate helps, but this is more of a retirement community than it is a industrial community.
I guess if I lived in Miles City, I wouldn't drive past a $20 an hour job to drive to Terry for a $24 job.
Well, that's the we have,
At $4.30 gallon.
we have that fella from Miles City did it for 5 years.
And we were dang lucky because the day after he got hired, there was a job that opened up in the road department in Miles City.
Well, he applied for that. He never got it. He
Oh,
applied for that years ago, a couple times, and they would never hire him.
It seems like
Don't know why.
both paths would be worth, working on, hiring the wages to try to get somebody permanent and setting up contract services for the event that we don't get somebody, we still have something backed up to be able to get work done.
well, I think if the taxes go up because of this mill levy, there has to be a guarantee put in place somewhere. A guarantee that our money's gonna get used instead of just sitting there.
Or allocated to something else.
Yeah.
You're talking about taking that mill levy and putting in another department, is that what you're saying?
No, not necessarily. It needs to be used.
Spell that where it's gonna
Well,
be used in the road department.
Yeah, I mean,
Where it's
if
available
if
for.
we're gonna pass a mill levy with expectations of the roads improving or whatever, gravel being hauled, there needs to be a guarantee that that is gonna get done. We can't sit for a year, just say, well, geez, weren't able to use any of your money because we didn't have anyone apply.
Well, like right now, with what you're saying, hauling gravel, I would rather be a guarantee that we had somebody to blade roads, because right now you're talking the mountain road needs more.
Well, and
I don't have enough employees, manpower to get that done.
in the summertime, maybe we have to
Yeah,
contract someone to blade roads, and in the wintertime, contract someone to haul gravel.
Yeah.
Until we have positions filled.
I think that should be part of the discussion and the explanation.
Money needs to be used instead of sitting there being
Yeah.
moldy if you're gonna tax the people.
Not gonna
We-
rat hole it.
We need to look at, and that is a good point, Aaron, is, maybe Copenhagen or somebody local with a blade, we could hire them and especially at Copenhagen, he could just go out his back door and just blade around.
take care of that area, yeah.
Kinda
Or
got an
maybe
area
he's
right
got his
there.
blade down Cabin Creek working on someone's private driveway down Cabin Creek and he can hit a mile of that road if he's there. You know,
Yeah,
he moves around the county and there might be a spot where he can help out and he has some free time, or maybe there's someone else.
and that is a good idea. And on the gravel, you know, it seems like as a commissioner, I'm just offering excuses all the time. It just does. We used to have more employees and now we're down. December, you're down to one.
Yeah,
Vacation.
and I'm gonna be down to one here in June for 2 weeks again.
And
Well, hope it rains and you don't have.
it was suggested we use AI to,
I listened to that, yeah.
and AI said minimum you need 8. Ideal
8
is
to
12.
12, yeah.
8 to 12 people, and that's unrealistic. But the other hidden thing in here, and you know about it too, is the BLM and gravel pits. When Todd hauls gravel out of here, down by Christine, that's an awful long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
And what can you accomplish in a day? And even going up north with it, Todd Devlin sold it, or he gifted the county, I think, he got tax credit on it.
Yeah.
For gravel out of his.
We got gravel at our place, I can tell you, of course, we're the furthest north.
Well, and most of your roads out there all have good gravel on them, because your gravel was more available.
Well, yeah, they aren't bad, they really are not, except for we have some holes that
Yeah.
do well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to put up, every time I put up a thing over there from, well, now they call it XIT North,
Yeah.
North XIT. In that big culvert,
yeah,
so you guys come along and knock it down, so.
well, I think,
But I'm gonna have to
Cap-
put something there because someday you guys are going to get sued. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and I don't know what the
and
undercut.
see, that's another thing, is being shorthanded, we don't have time, because we're doing regular maintenance, to
Mhm,
go out and fix some of them problems.
yeah,
You
Is
know?
the culvert washing,
Well, yeah, kind of right on the end,
the swirl back,
yeah.
There's a lot of those around the county.
needs
And
some
there's
riprap
By
on
your
it.
place.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
wanting to fix it, but you just don't have time to
Yeah.
do it, you ain't got the
Well-
manpower to get it done.
There we go. We just talked about contractors, maybe that'd be a good spot too.
Do you,
go ahead, Marissa.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Go ahead, Norma.
do you ever use gravel out of our pit?
We have, and I wanted to get back in there and, with time. you know.
It's been 2 years, I think, since we've been in there.
Yeah. a couple years since I've been.
Because there is a couple of spots that could use
Yeah.
gravel down by Pat Reynolds' place,
Yep,
all the way to the corral for sure.
yeah, I know. And I got my guys right now blading, and we should have a crew out there doing some of that stuff too, but
By the
But
way,
you don't have-
whoever's doing the grading, I don't know who it is, but, they've done a nice job this last time.
Jordan last week.
Mm.
Do you ever, can you raise their wages so they stick around?
That's their,
I mean, even if the mill ever passes, can you at least to
that's what we're gonna work on the
With the
budget
other
time, I
ones.
believe.
That's something that Todd and Todd have been
Yeah,
hammering out, trying to come to a good agreement.
Just like I said, he went and figured out the average is 27, and Todd thinks we need to get everybody at least to that 27.
At least, yeah.
And unlike there, it might not bring anybody in the door, but it might keep the ones we already got.
Yeah,
Right.
That's, when you got good employees, like you guys complimenting Jordan lastly, if it takes $3, by God, we better give it to him.
I think so too.
Cause when he goes out, who are you getting at? You don't know it. Or if you get anybody, like you're saying.
Can you tell me, I don't even know who works for you.
Jordan Lastly and Adam Lockham right now, full time,
The three of you.
the three of us. I got Ostermiller, Gary Ostermiller comes in when he has time and he's available, he comes in and blades. That's all he wants to do is blade. He won't do anything else, so.
He's been in there quite a bit this year already.
About a month now, probably. But he's a doctor, so he goes to the doctor once in a while, and he's got family stuff to do, and, and everybody likes his blading too, so.
There's a couple spots I don't.
Well,
He does a good job.
everybody's got their little quirks, their days that they're not,
Yeah.
their mind ain't on their work.
Why are
you following him around?
Well, that road going past his on Week Creek. There's some spots there, but it's so powdery, I don't know how you would have done any different.
That's it, it's dry.
And drive on the gravel and fall in a hole where there's no
And to be
gravel.
honest with you, right now, we probably shouldn't be blading, but I got some rough roads out there getting complaints and.
Well, you're gonna have to do something. You can't go all summer.
I know.
Tried that last year and it didn't work too good.
Something people are happy with, they've commented on it. It's not good conditions, you don't have moisture in front of it or behind it, pretty dry. But just knocking down some of those ripples in the road. It just,
It helps. It helps for a few days.
yeah,
Depends on the traffic.
it does.
And I've always been a firm believer, if we get the speed down, it would sure help a lot, but
It would help on that washboarding.
yeah.
I was just gonna say,
Well,
you are so good.
You know, I thought that was gonna help on
All
10
good.
mile, it sure didn't. It's all over the neck.
That's only the 35.
Yeah.
You have a movement.
I put that 35 there, it ain't very often anybody drives it 35 there anyway.
Well, it's not very often you can.
Yeah.
Some days you can't get over 25
Yeah.
Where's that?
going past Douglas's.
Yeah, just right off the end of the pavement, but
Campton.
we need to get some more binder put in it to hold it together. And I
Well,
would
if you put more binder on it, gravel would be good too, because Kempton Hill's a mess.
Yeah, and I'd like to use some more of that mag chloride, but that stuff's expensive. I'd like to do longer stretches, the short stretches, I know people like it.
Yeah.
But they want me to go further. I ain't got money, I ain't got,
Mag chloride's nice until you have to
What
buy a new
is that?
vehicle because it's rusted out too.
well,
Mhm.
North Dakota's using it all over and those people aren't complaining.
Yeah,
It's
but they're used to their
what they
salty
use.
highways though, too.
They use it for dust control in North Dakota
Dust
on the.
control and
gravel
stabilizer
roads.
more than anything.
Oh.
It stabilizes the roads.
Put it down and then it rains on it. It gets a little slick, but it doesn't.
Oh.
They call it Becker Hill. Coming down through that deep draw and then up
Oh, yeah,
towards.
don't have to go that way anymore.
I know you don't. I've been putting it on there and it's keeping instead of blading it 6 or 7 times a year, I only gotta blade it once, maybe twice.
Oh, yeah, I made a lot of trips on there with a load of hay.
Yeah, but we weren't using it back then, which we probably wished we did, but no, it's making a big difference out there in them problem spots that do get washboard, as long as there's the right kind of binder in it.
Yeah.
And it's keeping them from washboarding, so I don't have to do them 6, 7, maybe
Yeah.
10 times a year. I'm only doing them once or twice.
It used to be when they were grade, they take them, they go down the middle, and they go up, and go down, and then smooth it up. So there's always a nice
Crown, yeah.
crown.
Yeah, crown is pretty important on them roads.
Well, it is.
Do you
Yeah,
have that
without any
contract
reason, what
from
the heck
Great
you
West?
gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
Do
put
you
it in
have the
with crown.
contract from Great?
Terry's trying to figure it out.
Okay.
And the mag chloride does work. We have it on a couple places at the rifle range. We're coming out, we're going up that hill, that always gets really washboardy, and then where the gravel pit is, it gets bouncy, and that, has it made it perfect? No, but has it helped? Yeah. I think it's made a difference.
Those crowns in the road, they're nice. Until you have
There's
it,
some of them are a little too much.
until you have a loaded semi with the cows and they're moving around, and
Some of them are a little much.
then it's pretty damn dangerous.
That's up to the operator that are doing that.
Well, that's up to their boss.
I tell them, but
Yeah.
you know,
Slap their hand and they can fix it with a shovel.
Shovel instead of he.
You learn a lot. Yeah. Sorry, here, I should move out of your way.
No, it's all good. I am capable of moving things.
You could have kicked me out.
Well, I don't want to do that. I'm not kicking anyone.
Do you have the Great West contract?
So the one, I have one that you guys have already signed,
Mm-hmm.
and it was signed on April 1st.
Right,
So I don't know if there was another one or not.
Yes, that one only got us through May because they were supposed to do it last year and then they didn't send it to us.
You can only extend it 1 year at a time, up to 3 years on these extensions.
So that was only good till this month.
The new termination date shall be May 18th, 2026. So I didn't see it in my email or anything.
changing the performance of our on-call contract. He
Which-
doesn't-
Yeah,
For
that makes sense
Brandon
to me, because
Duffy.
this one says amendment number 1 to professional service contract for Prairie County on-call engineering services.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming it should be basically like this page, but
Update the year.
yeah, was it in your guys' mailbox?
No,
It's not in your mailbox and it's not in your guys' emails?
no. Well, Harry got an email from Duffy that said he's available for questioning if we need to talk to him.
But not till 10 o'clock. So
Not until after 10.
Oh, and I didn't see it in my email either, so I don't know. I don't know where the new one is.
Sherry, didn't you receive a new one?
Not that she knew.
Okay, it'd be 10 o'clock before we can get a hold of him then. Question him.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem necessarily, right? Could you guys, a motion or something to move that to later?
We can
What do you guys have
move
going on at 10 o'clock?
minutes.
minutes and 10:30 is open. We can go ahead and put it in at 10:30.
Okay.
If everybody's agreeable to that,
I make a motion, move it till 10:30. Collins.
second that. Thank you, Dennis. I'll call him at 10 o'clock and rattle his cage. You're up for wage discussion.
okay. We had, evidently didn't do something right. I don't remember what, do we need Sherry?
Probably. Only get yelled at once. Harry, would you push me the red bucket? I can't. Thank you. Dennis, do you need a pen?
No, I certainly thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's good seeing the town.
Complaint, sunshine.
You know, short-term right now. That's kind
No, you have to take one of our kids to the doctor's appointment.
I have something for your wife.
I
I have something for your wife.
Okay.
I'll bring it here at lunch.
Okay.
You could take that to her.
I can't speak for it.
Yeah.
sitting over there drooling.
That's right.
We'll call Brandon Duffy on the contract he won't be until 10 o'clock. We moved it on the agenda, so we'll address it then.
Oh, okay.
And they, Sherry, they did sign one earlier tonight, but they pointed out that contract only extended our contract to May 18th of this year, so there should be a second one, but I don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning. I've got 2 court hearings, then I'm at the high school getting them ready for their mock trial. So anything you guys need, just put in writing. I'll get back to you.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Dan. Up about the wage discussion.
Yeah. You got, I think you just have to do the email. If you're gonna do the pool, I believe you have to add that to our personnel policy, was my understanding from the email chain. That happened back in August. We just didn't follow through
Got dropped.
to get that added to the personnel policy. I believe you just gotta get the language for your pool, if you want to have the pool.
You
Yeah.
clarify that with Dan? And put it in
So-
policy?
Yeah.
We'll just need to re-email him. I believe that this was what
Yeah,
was
I
on
see
the
that.
email chain. The work pool road department employee is a short-term employee who meets the employment qualifications of said department, who is hired by the county to provide as needed work upon request of the road department supervisor for not more than 90 individual working days in a continuous 12-month period, who is not eligible for permanent status, who the county cannot hire into another position without a competitive selection process, and who is not eligible to earn leave and holiday benefits.
What is that 90 days gonna do for you and your road department?
Well, that's just 90 days in consecutively, correct?
In a working year, it says.
But
I think
it's-
that's what
But it's limited to 90 days for the year.
Yes, from 365 days, what I interpret that to say, it's 90 days and 365 days.
Yeah.
Start it whenever you
That's
want.
the way I took it too.
Okay.
I believe it, and I don't know that it's a working year because number one, our fiscal years are off. I think it's from like, they start on February 31st. It's 365 days from February 31st from their start date. To get, that would be their
Yeah.
year.
So they only get 90 days within that
Can
year.
we change
Yeah.
that time length?
I don't think
For
so. I
90
think
days?
that if I think that's a clarification from Dan, but this was an email chain between me, Dennis, Dan, and Todd way back, and then they had to clarify pool play, and we had to, I think he had to look into like,
I think the pool, if it's in a pool, they can work more than that 90 days.
not by what this
I
says.
thought that said short term.
Yeah, but this is pool.
Yeah, but if we have to build a pool, can't we put our own wording in that?
Can we use our?
That's
own-
what I thought you
time
guys
frame.
clarified. I was in the process of that. That's what I'm saying. I think that you're gonna have to do more work on it with Dan, because this came from that email. This is all I know. I was sent it just to know this. I wasn't involved in those.
It was between the 3 of them.
When,
Yeah.
after we had this discussion after last commissioner meeting, I did go home and I did look it up for annotated code. I couldn't find 90 days annotated code anywhere, and I'm just wondering if that was the policy somewhere. That's what we need clarification on.
That's what I'm not sure. I don't know if that was, because I believe in that email chain. One of the Mako. I don't know if it was the Mako lawyer or it was an email chain between, I should have printed off the email chain. Cause she also, I think McKinsey, maybe,
She's HR.
maybe then it was HR.
I talked to McKinsey on a lot of stuff, but
So she's on the email chain with you guys. I just got it brought into it because to put it. So that we knew this, to add it to, and then both I responded to, let me know what I need to do moving forward. That's
Right.
the only way I got
Well-
this email.
if that short-term employee is just a policy,
We can
why
change the
can't change, we
policy.
can't, well, yeah, why can't we change the policy?
All we need to do is,
Well, this isn't in policy yet. We don't have anything
Oh,
you didn't
about
put it in.
pool in
Okay.
policy. This was what needed to be added. What's underlined is what doesn't exist in our current policy.
But where you're reading that 90-day, 12-month period is in short term.
I believe Dan said if you wanted to make changes or whatever you needed to do, then
Okay.
you needed to contact him and then we needed to get it accepted into policy. Was my understanding of the email chain.
I would like to see it extended,
Well,
use the 90 days, just get rid of the 90 days and use it for a
Need
year.
a clarification that you can
Yeah,
do
so
that.
we,
I
Dan
would
could,
make
You
sure.
talk to Dan about that.
I
then.
can, yeah.
If we just clarify,
I don't need it.
Yeah.
if we just clarify, and my understanding when we first went down this road was to have well over retired people like Wade or Gary.
That I could call anytime if they're available
mhm.
throughout the whole year. And if they're willing to work the whole year,
And if we've got 90 days in the policy, that kind of hamstrings you.
yeah, it does.
Well, I don't think it is. It's just in this, isn't it, or that?
It's not, we don't
We
have
have a
it in
policy.
policy.
Well, it's in something because we're
No,
being held
okay,
to
so-
90 days.
This is the first part of that, not underlined, is our policy.
Right.
Is what the email chain stated
May
was
I?
if we wanted to
Aye.
add the pool, we needed to add it to our policy.
Yeah.
And we did nothing with it. That was the last
So that's just a working draft paragraph.
correct.
That's not.
Okay,
And I think the thing with the 90 days is so that it doesn't push our pool employees into, like benefit status,
Right.
because we do follow the state labor laws.
And if you follow,
maybe we
you
need to
have to
limit it.
offer them, PERS, and that's the other thing. I don't know how many hours at 90 days if they're working full-time, because if you hit over 750.
20.
Well, if
I
they
think
work 10-hour
960,
days, 90
yeah.
days is 900.
Yeah, then it puts them into where you're getting back into the PERS
Yeah.
benefits. So I
Yeah.
believe that they do have to have, you can't leave that open-ended.
Right.
You're putting them into a different category. I believe that's why it's gotta be that.
Well, and that's part of them too, knowing how many hours they got and they need to, hey, I got so many hours. I'm done now until,
Well, could it be listed as 90 days total and not in succession?
It doesn't
Well,
say
it
in
doesn't-
the session,
No, it just says 90 days.
It's in a year.
calendar
90 days in a continuous
which I believe
12-month period.
cause like, for instance, I was talking to my husband about it and Brandy's retired and he knows that he can work 940 hours is all he can work without it affecting his
Is that-
retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah, I looked into
So if
that
you're
too.
talking about retired people going into this pool, that is probably why you have 90 days, cause I'm assuming 90 days might be at your 950 hours minimum that they could work.
But somebody that, hasn't been on PERS,
Doesn't
it
matter, we
doesn't
still,
matter to them.
no, it still matters. I still have to report to
Right,
them as
right.
being enrolled
But
and
it's not
once,
gonna affect their retirement because they're not
it
dropping.
won't affect their retirement, but will affect their benefits.
Right.
Because if they opt to not, once they hit I think it's 750 hours, once they hit 750 hours, then they have to opt into PERS. If there's no exception to that rule. And PERS, I will tell you right now, knows when they hit 750 hours and it puts a real big kicker into payroll.
which makes our clerk and recorder grumpy.
I don't have an adding machine, but divide that out. If you have 940 hours, 10-hour days, how many?
It's about 5 months
94,
or 960 hours. is
You're
about
not
5 months.
gonna ever hit that, I wouldn't think with.
Well, it depends on what kind of, I mean, if I got just like the ones I have now, all they want to do is blade. I'm not gonna hit that, but if I got somebody that would blade, somebody that help
anything.
clean cattle guard, somebody that'll drive truck, they could potentially be a full-time employee. If
And,
they,
and that would be on our side, we just have to limit it. to-
yeah. We just gotta have something in the
90
policy
days.
that states it, I guess. So,
We clarify, we're not gonna hit 900 or 90 days with anybody, cause we can't even find the people
yeah,
to work regular.
But your two guys that you're talking about, they were not hired into the pool play anyway. Cause we went back and looked at,
they were short term.
they were highlighted as what, Part-time
It's this
seasonal,
one,
part-time
Oh,
seasonal.
part-time season,
Yeah, that's
okay.
seasonal. The advertised position was Prairie County Road Department, seasonal full-time laborer. And we put wage of $20 an hour, normal working hours, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday. Prairie County Road Department, this is just the ad that went out, and then this is gotta figure out which one's which. This one. This is the job description that was
So-
given out with that job.
On a temporary position, if they work 3 months and the position ends, and you start up another temporary position, they could reapply and do another 3 months or
Well,
not
they,
without
like,
affecting
what do you-
benefits.
I need clarification on what you're asking.
So if you hire somebody for 3 months as a temporary, at the end of the 3 months, they're terminated because it's the end of their job. And you open it back up in a month or whatever for another 3 month term, can they come back in and work that 3 months without changing benefits or as far as
Well, like benefits
working too
Benefits
many?
don't occur, so I'm gonna use an example, like weed is a good one because of what happens with weed, so I can use them. They come on seasonal. So no matter what, you have to track, it doesn't matter where they're at, you have to track. There's one of them that you don't, take that back, there's one of them that you don't, and it's in our handbook, I should have brought our handbook in. One of them that's defined that they don't get the benefits, they don't get like holiday, they don't get sick, they don't get, well,
The difference between the intern and the,
yeah, it's, I don't know if it's the permanent status or the temp status or it's
there's,
one of
yeah,
those
there's three
phrases.
different
Yeah, there's
statuses.
one of those phrases. So one of them does not, but weed is one that does qualify. They're temporary position that they qualify. So in payroll, you still calculate their sick and their vacation. However, vacation, 9 times out of 10, if it's a 3 month thing,
They don't get it.
they don't get it, but it accrues. Now, if they come back at following year, that's banked there, but they have to return within a period of time. It's defined, I think it's like 6 months. They would have to return and then it starts accruing again, and then they can use it. But if they don't return, they lose that.
Well, 90% of them are students and they just do it for the 1 year,
Yes, yeah. So
so they don't come.
I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, partly. I was just thinking that if they can work 3 months temporarily, even though they have to refill out applications, they could.
But technically, if you're refilling out applications, you have to go through the entire process.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted the pool, so they would be forever.
Because
Sidestep the paperwork.
It limits you on what they can do, but a temporary position wouldn't limit what you can do.
Yeah, my interview guy every 4 months.
Well,
Silly.
on PERS, is it hours per position or is it like hours per social security number? So like if somebody works 3 months, takes 6 months off and then starts again for another 3 months, does that put them into must file
it
PERS
calculates,
category?
no matter what, you have to file the PERS. But it calculates it reenacts when they're back in, but PERS is also based on your year. It's in the year. It's the 750 in the year.
Now,
So,
is it the county fiscal year?
It's whenever I report. So it's a year, that's why I'm saying it's like, so I can give an example because when Fran came to work for me, she was under the 750 and then we hired her on and we had her, she was working 20 hours a week. The minute she hit the 750, which was kind of in the middle of one of the pay periods, I could not figure out when my PERS was off. And it was off by like, they were saying I owed like 200 and some more dollars than what I owed. Well, come to find out, it was because she hit that 750 hour threshold. So then I had to start paying in on her.
and that would be the same if a road temporary person works 3 full months, got however many hours, it would add both sections together.
Yes, as long if they were returning within the same year span.
So that right there is where you're gonna run into problems with having them run as seasonal. Because we're gonna potentially push them back into,
It's gonna stack them.
yeah. Because it's based on the individual, not the job.
But if we can do pool, we don't have to do that, is that
Pool,
correct?
I
And you
believe,
keep them below.
yeah, if
Below
you
that
keep
90
them below
days.
that, and then I believe pool doesn't, qualify for
benefit.
the benefits.
Yeah.
I
See,
believe that is one of the
I
defined.
think it's probably pretty easy, just work with Dan and there's a pool,
Put it in the
which you and everybody else want. Just gotta watch their amount of days and then put it in policy. Is what we need to do.
Well, the days doesn't really pertain to
It's the hours.
is to the
And then you're gonna get.
to the county, it's gonna pertain to them. They gotta know how many hours they can put in if they're already on PRS. Like the ones we do have, but we could hire somebody that's not on PRS.
Well, that's where your policy change is gonna probably have
That
to
does-
step
You
in.
put in so many hours in a year, it's gonna affect your retirements that you're drawing from already.
And that part's not our business.
I know, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
That part, we can't
That's
do
up,
anything
that's up
about.
to the employee to keep
Yeah.
track of that. If he's already drawn PRS.
Supervisor might have to keep an eye on it also.
No,
No.
he shouldn't have to. It should be up to
Shouldn't
the
have to.
employee. It's his retirement. He's drawn it. It's gonna screw up his retirement if he works too many hours. That's on him.
And,
It ain't our fault that he goes over the hours. I mean, you don't have to come to work. Once he hits a certain hours, he-
That's your only nice thing about pool play is
Yeah.
that you're authorizing them to work when
As
needed,
much as-
and a lot of the times it can be on their own shift.
Just as a courtesy, we should caution them.
I
Oh, yeah.
think it ought to
Yeah.
be
They gotta
stated
keep track.
somewhere.
and all they gotta do is call PRS. What can I do? And they'll.
The fact of the matter is PRS will be on them, and
Yeah.
it can't come
Yeah.
back on the county because we really shouldn't have that information. It's not something that we're privy to, like, it's not, that's personal.
It's not about
That's their
coming back on
business.
the county, it's about if they get burned by working for us, the next year they're not gonna work for us.
Yeah.
I think it would be the consideration to
Well,
help.
you gotta tell them that, hey, be aware of this.
Nobody's saying to keep that under
Yeah.
the sun, but I do know that, number one, they know it. They
I
do
suppose
know
so.
it.
Well, they may not though.
Well,
I still
Yeah.
think it should be.
I mean, you can ask
just-
them.
It's just having a
Noted.
conversation.
Yeah.
It's just laying on the table and here it is, and then everybody knows.
Well, no, I didn't mean it that way. I meant that most of them are gonna know, if they're coming back to work, they're gonna know, because they don't wanna mess up their retirement.
right.
Most people probably would, but I don't know that we should put it in policy, because then we should not be responsible for that.
No, that'd have to be just a verbal
I mean,
conversation.
I just think it'd be normal consideration of the employee to
Yeah, I wasn't.
make sure they understood
Police
that.
have the right to tell you it's none of your business.
Yeah.
And take it as
Yep.
that and go on.
Just
Yeah,
saying, that's,
You're absolutely right. I looked into it.
it's not our business. It's not something that I even.
Why can't you just say, be aware of this?
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
what
we're
I
saying.
think.
I don't think it should be a part of policy.
Put in there, list of job duties.
Yeah.
Hand it to them, they know what they have to do.
So,
I guess make an appointment with Dan and
Yeah.
work the steps out.
Whole thing going, yeah.
Do we need to update anything else in the
I
policy?
don't think so. We went through that policy. what,
I
about a
thought
year
so.
ago, and
About a year ago, yeah.
no,
Every department head went through it.
yeah, it was a couple
We made a
years
whole bunch
ago.
of-
We made a bunch of changes.
Bunch of
to it.
changes.
We spent a lot of time working. Me
Yeah.
and Charlotte had lots of meetings and then sent to Dan, and then Dan would review, and then we brought it to you guys quite a few times. So
I
it's
know we
been
went over it
updated.
quite a bit.
Yes, it's been updated, and then we've added things to it, but and then on your other positions, you can choose to change the hourly wage, but it does need to be done by an amendment to the resolution. If you want to do
Okay,
that.
we wanted to do that. We discussed it a few times, getting them,
Are we gonna wait until the levy passes or?
well, no, this
No,
is just for them part-time guys I got right now.
Okay,
And Jordan.
And we
Make
do
it-
that by resolution, but you know, the dollar amounts, you just talk to Dan.
So you tell Dan the dollar amounts that you're talking, and then they'll put it in resolution.
Okay.
And then we can do by resolution.
We just amend it.
Okay, what are we gonna raise it to?
Well, we discussed taking Gary. But when we hired Wade back, we agreed to give him the wage he was making.
When he
When he
quit,
left.
or when he
And
retired?
with Gary's 12, 15 years experience, we discussed on giving Gary that same wage.
And that would increase how much?
That would increase him by
$4,
$4 or something.
$4 and.
Yeah, cause I think he's at 20.
Yeah, that's 20, because that's,
That's
the
what they stuff,
position that was 20.
Was at 20.
yeah.
And we didn't know we was gonna get somebody with that great experience, you know.
Now, you don't need to babysit him.
No, I haven't yet. But I think that's where he should be. And I think as soon as you want, I think we can, Jordan's on a 12-month probation. We can leave him on a probation for the 12 months, but I think he deserves that dollar right now,
What did he start out at?
22.
So he started when we did the resolution, because I'm in agreement with Todd, actually, I think I'm the one that suggested it.
Okay, yeah,
We did that thinking that we were getting someone without
Yeah.
CDLs. We never put an
Correct.
exception
Correct.
in there. If they had their CDL, then they would start at this wage.
Right.
We did not put that in there. So we started it, and then even in the job description, it said that they
Yeah.
had to get this. Well, Jordan has all of that, so shouldn't he be at
He
the
should have started
wage
it a little higher.
that, or at least 50 cents higher or something to that effect?
What does
to where-
Adam get?
same as what we,
Right, Adam has
24
5
days.
years with the county.
And he
on
gets,
this stint, he had 6 before that,
Yeah,
before he left.
But
He's got
yeah,
11 or 12 by
yes,
now.
but you have to go
So
on
far,
this.
I know.
step.
got what, 22?
What's that?
He gets 22?
No, he's at that
I can go-
2488.
That's not, yeah,
He would be the same as Wade, Gary.
Part of the challenge with hires lately has been no CDLs.
Yeah,
And
and
then,
that's why we had that wage advertised that way.
and
We
this has been
shouldn't.
going on quite a while.
Mhm.
I forget the last two, the gal and the other guy.
Yeah, Tina and Derek. I think from now on, we advertise, we shouldn't put the wage in there. It should be discussed during the interview. What
But,
wage, I mean, their
On
experience,
experience, what's the?
If they don't have a
initial
CDL.
There's an acronym for that.
yeah. Yeah, DOE, isn't it?
Depending on,
Discussed on experience.
depending on experience.
Yeah,
DOE, yeah.
so in the future, I think that's something we should do.
I think that would be something
That
to
would,
communicate who's ever
Yeah.
been manager paper.
I think that would be less confusing.
so, he's at, 24.88 an hour. Is what,
Adam is.
Adam is at. And we started, Jordan at 22.77. And we said that after a year probation, it increased
gets a dollar.
to $1, 23.77. But like I said, when we did the resolution, we were basing that off because we weren't getting people with CDLs.
I would
You wanna
think
get
that CDL is worth $1.50, if not more.
Well,
Well, you can't,
should,
you can't go higher than Adam though.
yeah,
Yeah,
So,
would that
But
make
no.
it $1?
but it was in the agreement that he gets $1 after 12 months, but I think we ought to.
Give him $1
Give
now?
Give him the dollar now. But he's still on his 12-month probation,
That'd make it 23.77.
correct.
yeah.
So
So
what
he-
happens at a year?
He gets
At a year.
$1,
Well,
that'll
no.
be
He's
23.77.
he's already getting
You
the dollar now.
could not do that because then he would be right smack under Adam and Adam has 5 years experience.
Okay,
You could not give him another dollar is what I'm trying.
so he
Yeah.
wouldn't,
He's gonna
Give
get,
it
he's
to him
gonna
now,
get
this
that
is
dollar
it.
now instead of 8 months down the road.
Yeah.
He's getting it now.
And you're thinking more about retention,
Yes.
where he is right now.
Yes.
He's doing the job, he's CDL.
Yes, and you guys heard the compliments this morning already on
Aaron,
how he's doing.
You know, if you guys are worried about keeping Jordan, he does a better job than Adam, put him in the same price range as Adam.
Well,
I agree.
You can't.
You have your best employee. You wanna keep him, give him the money.
I think the 20,
You wanna keep performance up.
2477 isn't quite as much as Adam. He's
11,
gonna
yeah.
get a boost too, and coming on.
And that's,
And maybe that's something to do with budget time.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was just gonna say. I think you guys can fix it during budget time, but right now, give him that dollar for now. And then at budget time, you can discuss,
But we have to do that by resolution
Yes.
because it's money.
yes.
Norma?
Especially if he does as good a job.
Well, I agree with some of that stuff too, but then you're kinda, I've talked to some people in unions, and the guy that's been there 25 years makes the same amount as the guy that just walks in the door in unions. And that's why a lot of people ain't unions.
It might
That's not
hurt somebody's
fair.
feelings.
It's gonna hurt some feelings, you know.
Then you can also lose a steady employer
Yeah,
that
Or,
you had.
you know, Adam that's been there for 5 years is getting paid the same as the guy that's been there for 6. Maybe the guy that's been there for 5 might start doing a little better job.
Well, he might just quit you, and then we'd be
But he
down
also
more guys.
might quit you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, the
So,
money-
and we're.
Hey,
I mean,
you
we're
pay your
struggling
money,
with
you
work
take your
position right now.
chances.
You have the money, he's the guy that's gonna do a good job.
Well,
Well, we
I
can't
agree
make it
with a lot of
one.
that. I mean, there's times I've come in here and, you know, give me $5 an hour. I'm gonna give this guy a quarter, and I'm gonna give that guy $2 because of their work performances.
Yeah. Well,
I'm hated.
I talked to you about it, Todd, when, you were running short on fuel here a couple years ago. You were running out of fuel,
Fuel supply,
you know,
yeah,
I don't think I ever have, but anyway, go ahead.
well, if you
getting short.
had a month of fuel and had 2 months to go left on the budget.
Oh,
And Adam was out grading the road, and I talked to you about taking Adam's fuel and giving it to someone that's can use it. And it's no difference with the,
Well, if this
Sorry,
has
you
to
guys
be
get back
done
to-
by resolution, we're close to budget time anyway, can't we just?
Well,
wait
no,
till
we'll-
then?
I wanna get this thing straightened out now, this little part,
I don't,
and I don't see why we can't. And then at
Are
budget
you
time,
talking,
It's a-
George, is that what you're talking about now? Or are you talking?
well,
pool?
we gotta get that pool fixed with Gary. And then with Jordan, giving him the dollar now instead of in 8 months.
I agree that we should bump him up to
Yeah.
$1.
Cause like Terry said, he did
Mainly-
come with a CDL. We were anticipating somebody without one when we were advertising. And that's why they got that year to get that CDL. And then they'd get that dollar. Well, he already had it, so,
Well, that ought to be put in the resolution, so it's
Yeah.
explained.
yeah.
It'd be a separate resolution and
I
then
think
the
you
other.
just, you can amend or a separate one. I think you can just do an amendment stating that
Because of the.
road operator 3, because he would be operator 3. Due to CDL, that he
Yeah.
will be at 23.77 an hour. I believe it's as simple as that.
Clarify that with Dan, that
Yeah,
we can
it'll
just
take
amend it.
Dan 5 minutes to do this.
We just have to give him
We
enough.
just gotta get it done. Yeah,
I think you guys also need to set an effective date,
yeah.
because like,
Yes,
he might end up with back pay or whatever.
Yeah.
yes.
If
You
I would
could say-
make a motion
You
that,
could backdate it to the day he
first meeting.
started if you want.
Yeah.
If you. Yeah, perfect.
Well, yeah, January 20th or 21st, actually, I think.
So,
it's
yeah, it would be the first.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking it was.
Yeah. Well-
December.
You could be thinking Jackson too, he started right there too. so.
I would make a motion, we amend the resolution on Jordan Lastly's pay rate
And Gary on.
and Gary Austin Miller.
To the resolution we're talking about, where
The amendment, yeah.
The amendment.
I would second your motion.
Any more discussion? Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passed.
Can I get clarification on the amount? So you're gonna go 23.77
Yes,
to Jordan. And then you're gonna go
24.88.
24.88.
Let Gary O.
How about you just put, the,
School employee,
no, can't go pool. They were hired as,
short-term temp.
what did I say? Full-time seasonal. And I
Got
think you
too
should,
many.
I
categories.
believe you should do full-time seasonal. And that you should list, we will put position 1, position 2, and put 2488. And then I'll identify that on them, because I think you should also have weight variance.
Was it,
Should
would
have
they
a,
need position numbers? I mean,
I'm creating them right this minute when
I
I'm
know, but-
discussing with you. The reason why, because if you said you're gonna hire someone else before you get anything done, we have to have it identified that position 1 and 2 are getting 2488. Do you get where I'm going with this?
Okay. Depending
Because then
on
if you have a
experience.
position 3,
This
but you're
is on
only
one
gonna
too.
pay, whatever Chris's wage, so if we're gonna give him a position, are they doing the same wage?
yeah,
So you need to identify, because if you're gonna have then a position 4 that's getting paid $20 an hour, put that on there.
but you need to add depending on experience.
yeah,
No, not on this.
no,
Was the, incorporating the CDL on that.
Not on this.
You don't think so?
well,
No, because these guys are already employed, but
Okay, I got-
if he gets another seasonal worker,
right, that would be position 2. Right now, I have 3 position 1s. They're all making that same wage,
same wage, okay,
so that'd be position 1.
yes. So, well, and
And
then
then
we'll
when we-
just
if we hire
identify
another
what
guy,
position 1
If we
is.
hire another guy and put him at the same wage, he's a position 1, but if we
Yep.
change his wage, now we gotta have a position 2.
So if we give a description of what position 1 is.
Okay.
With that,
That's where you would include the CDL.
I think it should just say experience.
Yeah.
And then it would be and then when they do the job interview for that person,
The
they
wage,
identify it in the one
Okay.
section that he's gonna put that person in position 1, which then tells
That's
us
on
the
you.
pay rate.
What's that?
Explaining the experience.
okay, I understand.
Does that
that.
understand?
I'm glad you
So
explained
that,
it.
that little part on the sheet, when it comes in, you're gonna say this person, we're identifying him in position 1. If you decide you need more than that, then you do. And I don't care if you say position 1, I'm just going off of here, operator or whatever.
Operator 1.
Yeah,
operator 2,
Like, and that's, then it's identified so that people know,
Yep.
they're like, they're in that stance.
Okay.
I say it right.
Category.
I understand,
Yeah.
and I'll get with Dan.
And then it's kind of open-ended, like then you make the decision, these are your rates, and then they fall within that category. If that-
That should go a little easier on the policy.
Yeah.
Well, it's in your policies.
Yeah.
Aaron,
I got a question. So you have temporary employees that pick and choose when they can and cannot come to work and what they are gonna do while they are working. And then you have your full-time employees that are required to work 4 10s that are making less money than your temporary employees that have more freedom. You're worried about someone's feelings getting hurt.
Well, part of that,
And then we talk about job retention.
but part of
I
that,
mean, someone's gonna get pissed.
part
go ahead, Todd.
of this is the part-time guys I have got years in.
Yeah.
That's what they
Gary's got-
retired from.
Gary's got 15 years running a road grader. Wade's got 6. Jordan's got 2 months. You know, although Jordan is doing a good job. But I mean, these guys got experience. You gotta pay for experience. I'm sorry.
They need a little bit of a bonus.
Well,
Well, we're talking about 2 completely different things. We're talking about full-time employees with benefits and vacations and all the things that come with that.
yes,
They're gonna come in every day. That's a work day.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about a whole different role
Mhm.
with retired people that are gonna come in and work at their convenience. They can say, well, screw it, we want you these times and have nobody, and which we've had for years. And tell you, I'm tired of apologizing because that's what we do.
I know.
That's it, and that's all it is to me. We're not finding people, we can't find people, we tried different things. The frustrating thing is, For the citizens that are paying taxes, there's nobody on the road fixing it for farm to market. And that's everything to me is we gotta do something. And I personally think this is the right road to go down. Bump Jordan, he's qualified, he's graded your roads, he's graded my roads, he's got a CDL, that's bonus. We've had, I think, 3 or 4 people recently that
And
didn't
it
have
says
it
the first
and
thing-
couldn't get it
Yeah,
or weren't interested in it. Well, that comes with the job.
Yep.
And a full-time employee, there's other things that come with that. So when you separate this out, this is what it is. Do you want people or not?
Now, on that same note, full-time employees get at least an extra $1,000 a month in
with
benefits.
benefits, yep.
And that's just insurance. That's just insurance.
That's just
They
insurance.
also are
Yep.
getting 9% from the county put into their retirement,
PRS.
which could be another $1,000, like for
Well-
a couple months,
Oh, yeah, it's about 350 a month on average. I think.
$350 a month. Yeah, so I mean,
So it's under
Full-time-
$1,400 a month they're getting for being a.
Plus they
Yeah.
get vacation and sick. That's
yeah,
vacation's not an added. It's really not an added because that's considered in your 20-80 hours
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
you work. But sick is an added.
Yeah.
And you gain 8 hours of sick per month.
Right.
You gain it the day you start. It's just you can't use it for 3 months into that. So that is an added, that you are allowed sick leave. So that's an additional 8 hours a month of their wage that they get that pool that is not.
Yeah.
That's
and
money-
they're getting
Money they
guaranteed
get that they
hours.
never see. Right at $1,400.
yeah, they're guaranteed the 40 hours.
Yeah, not everybody wants flexibility. I personally have 4 kids to take care of, so I could never do a higher paid job for fewer hours and no benefits. So I think it's a fallacy to believe that it's like us full-time employees versus them temporary or part-time employees or whatever. I think that that's just.
Apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's apples and oranges, yeah.
Yeah, when I got a part-time guy that he's got to go doctor for a day, he gets nothing, no
Yeah.
pay, no nothing. The other guy's guaranteed because he can use his sick day, or, his paycheck's gonna be full.
Well,
The other guy's not.
the true blessing to the county is we have people that are experienced, that are retired.
willing.
They don't have to, they
No.
want to.
And they're willing to help us out.
Yeah, they're willing to do it. I think those things are important.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess we
You
got
work
that.
with Dan with all
Yep.
that and bring it back as soon as you can.
Yep. Try to get that sometime I'm gonna go spray it when they blow.
So I reached out to Brandon through email while you guys were talking, and he said that he thought this was gonna be the one we were supposed to sign in. That he sent us in March because he never got a copy of it. But he said if you wanted a new renewal for the next extension, he could send that for you guys to sign today too, if you wanted. So it just depends on what you wanna do, but he never got a copy of the one you
We ought to
signed.
Oh,
sign
so I just need to email him.
the extension on the
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah, let's get the copy and sign
Get
it.
the whole thing
I
done.
told him he's in a
Well,
meeting, so I told him you guys would call him around 10:30 and.
Cause that's the only email that I had. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
Send it.
Call Brandon at 10:30.
I've gotten some calls. When people look at our website, they can see different things in the commissioners. We've never put on the last best place. Could we put that under the commissioners for information?
That's under the zoning.
it's under zoning.
It's
Oh, it's under zoning, it is on there then.
Yeah, I'm
Cause they're looking under commissioners, so I need to tell them when they call.
pretty
I'll check
sure-
on it.
Yeah, have Harry take a look, but I'm pretty sure I put it under the zoning, the land planning board stuff.
I thought that was where it was gonna go.
Yeah,
Would it make sense to put it under commissioners too, just so that it couldn't hurt, could it?
like literally all I have to do is a link
If you.
from one place to the other.
That way it'd make it easier for people, cause
I don't see it under there.
It's not, okay, so I will have to get it on there.
Right, under downloads, it has Prairie County Planning Board bylaws, growth policy draft, and then the growth policy for 2016 subdivision regulations, but I don't see anything else.
Okay, I'll have to go look at it. 'cause
You have to
I-
go find it.
Yeah, I'll have to go find it. It's probably like hidden somewhere on the website.
Okay. Well, part of it too is,
Peekaboo.
If they don't.
and that's not one that we put on the new one and it's not on the old one.
Oh,
You
it's
also,
definitely not on the new one.
you also know we're transitioning. So that's gonna be another issue that we're gonna hear. The other site is we finally are unglitched.
Yeah, the new site was down because of something that our IT company and the designers had some clash about. So our new site was down for like 2 months and now it's finally back up. So now I have to go back and backlog everything that happened. So that one will also be updated, but
Not right this
not right
minute.
this exact second, but I'm working on it. And I thought for sure I had that last best place zoning on there, because it took me a million years to upload it because of all the signature pages.
Oh.
But maybe I have it in as a page, but it doesn't have a link to the content. Like maybe I just didn't do it right. I'm not a web designer, just full disclosure.
You got it
If
started.
anyone wants that job, it could sure go right out of.
Yeah, I would not have any hardship not being.
Thank you, Sherry.
Speaking of, since we're on the webpage discussion, I see in my red policies that the sales and service never got changed.
Okay,
It's in the, I know there was a sales and service link, it's gone. But in the policy, page 21 or something,
did the policy itself ever get actually updated?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know that that page didn't get updated.
Yeah, because that might be my problem, because if there's no signature saying that it should have been updated, then I wouldn't just like swap out a page in an existing policy.
Well, no, the page is still there.
Yeah.
You had a link that said sales and service, and then there's another link, road policies, and another link, this,
Yeah,
and that sales and service link disappeared.
yes.
But in the policy, I also have that page is in the policy and it never got changed.
So in the policy, was it ever actually signed in as being changed? Because if it wasn't physically signed in by the commissioners, I'm not gonna edit an existing policy document without the go-ahead from
Okay,
the like legislative body.
okay, that's probably what happened then.
It seems like we voted on it.
Well, we did.
I thought we did, yeah.
We did, but I don't know if it was on the policy. It's
So,
just
yeah.
that sales and service thing.
Oh,
And
The
like,
policy itself.
what I would feel comfortable with is if I can find in the minutes, like the sales and services amounts got changed without updating the policy, I could put like a page in that section of the policy and it would basically say something like
Do you remember
sales and
when we
services have been
discussed that?
updated. Well, I can always go back and look through the minutes, but
That's
what
what
I
I
would
was saying,
do,
but which year
Yeah.
would I look through?
it wasn't that long ago. I want to say it was last fall,
So it'd been 25.
probably.
Yeah, yeah, last summer maybe,
Maybe either 25 or 26, so I wouldn't have
because I
that
think
much
I
to go.
discussed it
I
at
thought
budget,
so.
at budget time or somewhere in there. Because I went through the iron prices. We had to jack up the cattle guards because of iron prices,
Yeah.
the
I
trucking.
don't know whether that was
Later.
July when we did budget or afterward.
that is afterwards.
Could have been, I don't remember, everything just mixes together.
No,
I remember the discussion. I just don't
Yeah.
remember how long ago.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure it's been within a year.
Well, if you don't
Yeah,
find
it
it in
has
the
been.
next day or two, I'll go through my book.
Okay. Yeah, our policy in our office is never edit something. That's not our job to edit, and policies is not our job to edit, because what you guys pass in here is policy.
Yeah,
So we do not edit anything without the,
Paper
Like-
trail.
yeah, without a paper trail.
right.
I'm not going down.
Cause you brought a new contract in from RDO or Caterpillar or something like that. About that same time on that satellite conference thing. I forget what it's called now. Where they can diagnose.
ProLink,
Rolling, yeah. They can diagnose problems where they are,
This
where
is
the
a
machine is.
contract on that. That's just a.
I think it was just an information
Oh,
sheet.
okay. Yeah, because we don't have a contract on that.
We
That's all.
went with one and
We
didn't
could,
go
we
with
could
the other.
subscribe to something that's better, but
Yeah,
what they've got is.
Thank you.
okay.
I was curious.
Any other
I just,
discussion?
we kind of discussed it during the public deal about them cutting edges. So I don't know.
No.
I do got a 2.5 sets coming at the old price. I should have got more, but I ain't got no budget. But, like I said, we haven't got that first set wore out yet, and we got about 600 on them now, so we're broke even on them.
I think we'll have to.
What machines they on?
The one up Cabin Creek is the one that we're doing the big test on,
Gonna look.
and,
When the new ones show up, what are you gonna put it on? One that?
well, they're extras. I got them on pretty much everything now. I try to stay ahead of the game. I mean, sometimes
Stay a
you
year
can't get
ahead.
this stuff, yeah, at least a year ahead. That's why my Schulte Gordon repair bill was so much. I got enough blades to go a good year and a half when we start mowing. I mean, you gotta stay ahead of that game. There's sometimes you ain't gonna get it. Sometimes it takes a month to get parts.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for coming in.
Come back.
Oh, you can bet on it.
Good.
Norm will get me out of bed again.
Maybe,
I could come by myself.
maybe bring her in the afternoon next time.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's nap time yet.
I ain't got anything else right now.
I would suggest holding off on those cutting edges for right now.
I got them.
Go ahead, Derek.
No, I mean,
No.
the
Oh,
new price.
the new price. Oh, yeah. I wanna figure out how many hours we get on these
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Norma.
and see if it's feasible. I mean, we can go a little over that 440 an hour, but not much.
Yeah,
I mean, because on them cutting edges, by having that carbide, they don't have to flop. So you're saving money. I don't know how much time, but you're saving money on time where they ain't gotta stop for half an hour, flop blades around.
oh,
And
yeah,
that's what you have to do with them.
flip and turn.
Yeah, you gotta do that with the standard cutting edge all the time. Where,
Gotta wear them even.
yeah, and
You went see her?
I'll get it figured out, I think, by the end of the summer probably, and know whether it's
We'll
cost
go
effective
from
to
there.
keep going with it at a high price or not, you know. But I'm thinking we're not gonna be able to do
Yeah,
it.
that's quite a.
That's a
That's a
big
big
jump.
jump.
Yeah, that's 250%. Pretty
Is
much.
there only one source to get those?
No, this number I got from my guy I bought from in South Dakota. And the ones I can get them delivered here, they should be showing up any day. Are from RDO. And then there's one other outfit I know of that,
That guy from South Dakota was at Macker's.
yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd been bugging me for years. I finally, okay, I'll bite the bullet. And his price was the same as RDO. So I bought it,
Right.
other than I had to pay shipping
From Rapid.
from Rapid. So I'm gonna stick with RDO because he's free delivery.
He drops them off on the way by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Would you care if I did some research and see if I could find some other sources?
you can go right ahead.
Can you write down what it is or send me an
Okay,
email?
as soon as,
Good idea.
I'll do that as soon as I get the invoice
Yeah.
from RDO, whenever.
Pretty
he
good
does.
at finding stuff. I don't know if I can find anything
Yeah,
or
you
not.
never know, shit. And that's another thing that with these supplies getting so expensive and not available,
Nobody keeps
I
them on
mean,
hand, do they?
nobody keeps stuff on hand and you can get, and shipping. I'll bet I've spent almost $10,000 on shipping.
Might be cheaper to go get it yourself.
Well, I can buy a toggle switch from Peterbilt, have them ship it down. It's $50 shipping from Billings. I can buy the same toggle switch on the internet and pay $2 shipping. But I don't have,
Time to fuss with the internet.
well, sometimes I got the time, but now I gotta come down here to the courthouse, get the credit card. If I had my own, then I can do that, right there at the shop, but.
I think he should have his own. As the wrangler of the credit card, I like the idea of having it to be like one, I know we can't have like a real discussion about this. But I like the idea of having like one account with department heads each having their own. But that is not the discussion for right now, but as the person paying the bills, I like the idea. I am
Bring it
in
up at
favor.
budget time.
Yeah,
Yes,
Put it on your agenda.
because I can get,
That's a good point. We should talk about it.
I can get stuff like, and that shipping is, I'm talking to Levi Gordon up there, Gordon Repair. He said they spend $150,000 a year on shipping, just into his little shop.
Wow. That's
And of
crazy.
course, that gets passed down to the customer, but,
Well, yeah, they're,
but how do I pass it down to? I mean,
you're
I'll pass it down to
you're
the
like the
taxpayer.
rancher and the farmer,
No,
you're the
I'll
end
pass it
gate.
to all the ranchers and farmers, the
Or
whole
the budget.
taxpaying public.
We don't get to pass it on to nobody.
I know, so. Just saying that's something that out there that you can save a few bucks here and there on shipping.
Were you gonna call Brandon or? you want
Sometimes
me
that
to?
part's cheaper
Harry,
off the internet than it is.
Oh,
through
Pull
Peterbilt.
it up. The main phone,
So-
put it on speaker.
okay.
I've become a better shopper. Yeah,
Yeah, I hate shopping on.
Thank you,
If I gotta
Araya.
save some money, I do it personally, yeah.
I want to ask real quick, for that last best zoning. Sherry asked me how much of it you guys actually want on the website, like, do you guys just want like the petition sheets and not the signature sheets? Like, how much of the actual documentation do you want physically on the website?
it'd be nice if you just put the whole thing on it.
Okay,
It solves all of it's there. The amount, who signed, how many signed, and it just, because sometimes if you don't put enough on, then it leaves more questions than then.
There's a gap, there's a reason.
well, and I'm pretty sure I uploaded like everything, because like I was saying, the signature pages are like huge. Like, just the document that the signature pages are on is huge, so it takes a long time for me to upload. And I remember doing all of that, but we've had so many different problems with technology lately that who knows, like, did I not link it? Did I link it and then not save it?
Is the new IT
Which-
working?
It works, yes, but it's,
'Cause I haven't got chewed out lately about it.
well, you gotta talk to Cheryl to get chewed out about it.
I haven't mentioned it and gotten chewed out about it.
I definitely got the idea she didn't want to do this.
Well, none of us wanted to do it, and we're still dealing with some of the pains of switching.
Is your ask for help improved?
I never had a problem with DIS. DIS was amazing for me, so
That
we're
was for
getting,
her too.
yeah, we're getting the same level of service because Michael and Eric are amazing. And they answer our questions right away and they try as hard as they can.
That's what I was wanting to know.
They're not familiar with our system, so they are having a lot of growing pains where they're having to learn a lot of stuff that's not really like any other system they've ever dealt with before. So there's a lot of, the way that we have Tyler set up is messed up. Like, not actually messed up, but since we don't have that cloud service, we have to run it through a completely online digital server that is stored within our physical server. And then Tyler does not,
Back out.
yeah, Tyler does not maintain that whatsoever. And DIS kind of had an idea of how the whole system worked. And now Mako's having to learn that the hard way. And we're just having, we'll have to call them like every day to get reconnected to the server for Tyler for like a whole week at a time. And they fix it for us quickly, but there's a lot of,
Downtime
lot.
because of it.
yeah, a lot of downtime just because of the way that we have the system set up. But Sherry and I asked for a quote to move over to the cloud service because that's what Tyler's pushing. Because then they would maintain everything within the Tyler like product group, which is basically it's the accounting program we use. Is that Brand?
Someone's calling me.
It's the accounting products we use, it's the tax products that these guys use, it's their
Oh, this is
receiving
Commissioner's
system
room.
over here that they use, it's our recording system that we use in the clerk and recorder's office, so literally everything.
John is not in today,
tied
no.
to that server. And so it's a pain in the butt, because we can't do anything.
And how much was that?
It's like,
Usually
it's
it's
like
here like
an
first thing in the
additional
morning.
$25,000 or something like
So,
that
like,
to move
Usually
to
around
the
80,
cloud.
so he's usually in the
In
office.
addition to what we're paying now, which is totally,
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
we can't do it. That's 4 or 5 minutes. We
Yeah.
can't do it.
5 minutes?
That's too much money. I want to say it's between 20 and 25. Cause I was like, that's like 4.5 mils. But so it's too much money for us to do, but it's too much of a pain in the butt for us to stay the way that we're doing it. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. But
Unless we went back there.
but no, that specifically isn't necessarily Mako's fault. Mako's just trying to figure out how to deal with it,
How to work it out.
how to work it out. It's, the whole thing is a mess and.
They were-
capitalism.
Interviewing a third specialist, did they get him hired?
I don't know,
It's still Michael and Eric.
just still Michael and Eric, yeah. And Michael will be here sometime. I can't remember, next week maybe. But so they are coming, they are giving us what they promised, but I think that they bit off more than they could chew with our crazy system that we have. And it's causing them pain, it's causing us pain, and we're just dealing with it together, basically.
Good, at
So
least you're not suffering by yourself.
that, okay, that is an opinion. Yes,
That's about as good as I can get you.
yep, that's as close to a pure outlook we have.
Anything else, Todd, for right now?
I need to talk to Dennis outside for a minute.
I'll wait till you get back to call Brandon.
What's that? Can I talk to you?
Oh, yeah. Didn't quite catch the whole thing, but
Who was the call for?
John,
Oh, DES stuff.
and I just told him he's usually here in the morning, so the best time to catch him would be right around 8 o'clock. So he'll call back tomorrow, he said. Which is good, because it doesn't do me any good to take notes or messages. I don't even know where I would put them to make sure John got them. Cause he's not,
On the screen.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
What number did you use to call Duffy? The cell number?
Don't know, I didn't call him.
You didn't call him?
I
He-
messaged him through emails.
Hmm?
I messaged him through email, so I don't know.
Oh, email, all
I would
right.
guess we would try his office, and if he's not there, we can try his cell.
I assume D stands for desk.
Yeah. Not donuts.
Okay.
You want me to dial it, or you got it?
If I fall over and die, just let me go. I don't want an ambulance service, just call me.
I can't promise that, sorry. I will jump up and down on your chest.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I just,
I'll give Brandon a quick call,
yeah,
Please.
get that out of the way.
yeah.
Get your fingers there. We wanna ask him for the contract, right?
Yeah, if you guys want an extended contract, he will
End it now.
send it.
Yeah. Get it back on track.
Does it seem like it was,
Yesterday. Brandon,
Hey,
this is Chris Keltner.
how are you?
We're here.
You're here. That's good.
We're wondering about this contract extension. Can we do it for a year?
Yeah, so we have that old one, which got us up to what, next week? And then I think you guys were planning to meet and discuss doing another one for an additional year.
I think we've just discussed and decided that.
Well, yeah, I haven't received that other one,
Right.
back.
what's that?
So if you could sign and send that one back, and I will start working on the other one right now, and I should be able to get it to you today, so if you're in this afternoon, maybe get that signed still instead of.
You
If
send
you
it,
could get it
next
earlier,
meeting, But,
if you get it earlier than later, that would be helpful.
yeah, we
Okay.
don't have a real long session this afternoon, I don't think.
Well, you'll be here till at least 3:30.
If we could get it by 3 o'clock, we could get it signed and ship it back to you.
okay, that sounds good, I should be able to do that, it's just a copy and paste of that other one, just changing the dates and,
Yeah.
the people that need to review it are in the office, so, shouldn't be a problem.
Sounds good,
Come
that
on,
would
do that.
work.
Araya's gonna
Perfect.
send you the one that was signed already. So you should be getting that here shortly.
Great.
We'll throw paper at you today.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Have a
you.
good one.
Bye.
Bye.
So that's on Araya's to-do list to do that for us.
Yeah, she said she would send it to him.
Okay.
She had it in her binder, so it just never got sent somehow, so. Cause I remember you guys doing it, that's why I didn't know why, I couldn't understand why it was on here today, cause I'm like, you guys
You wanna
did
make
this
a
before.
motion for that, so
I'd make a motion, we sign the extension on Great West Engineering's contract.
I'll
For the year.
second that. Any discussion? Any more discussion? All those in favor signify aye. Aye. All those opposed, motion passes. You want to read, you're up to reading the minutes? I got them somewhere. There they are. Prairie County Board of Commissioners meeting April 29th, 2026. Prairie County Board of Commissioner Christine Keltner and Dennis Teskey met in regular session at 9 a.m. Commissioner Devlin not in attendance. In attendance, Administrative Assistant Harry McNall. 9 a.m. call to order, Pledge of Allegiance, public comment, no public comment. 9:06, Commissioner Keltner announced that the 250th Celebration Committee will meet tonight at 6 p.m. in the courthouse. 9:30, Hope Barker with Mako Property and Casualty Insurance met with commissioners to discuss the 26-27 insurance renewal. Joining the meeting was Delight Dukart with Watts Insurance. Hope explained that pooling insurance through Mako has benefits such as stability, savings, coverage, and is member-driven. Counties are the members. This year, there will be an increase in cost of insurance at 2.74% compared to last year. There was an increase in property value of $418,000. She also explained property loss.
Yeah, lost, not lose.
over the last 3 complete years. Main loss is building damage due to weather events. Then she went over services provided by Mako Insurance. 10:30, Clerk and Recorder Sherry Robertson provided the commissioners with payroll to review and sign. Voucher 1117, 1118, 1119, 1120, 1123, 12. 10:45, commissioners reviewed and signed claims. Voucher 1027, 1127, excuse me, 1126, 1124, and 1125. 11 o'clock, commissioners reviewed the expenditure sheets. Can't talk today. 10:30, Commissioner Keltner read the resignation letter from Road Supervisor Todd Henry that will be effective 12/30/2026. 11:35, Commissioner Keltner read the minutes from the April 15th, 2026 Commissioners meeting. 11:50, Commissioner Teskey made a motion to accept the minutes from the April 15th as corrected, seconded by Commissioner Keltner. All in favor, motion passed. 11:51, Commissioner Teskey read the minutes from April 23rd Special Commissioner meeting. 11:54, Commissioner made a motion to accept the minutes from April 23rd Special Commissioner meeting is corrected, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 11:50, commissioners reviewed the 2027 fiscal year alcohol tax funding review and designation form. 11:51, Commissioner Teskey made a motion to sign the 2027 fiscal year alcohol tax funding review, seconded by Commissioner Keltner. All in favor, motion passed. 12, commissioners adjourned to attend the local emergency planning committee, and they will run and keep minutes.
Sorry, I should put the committee will.
Pardon?
I should put the committee will run and keep minutes. That almost sounds like you.
Instead of they, put the LEPC.
Yep, that would make more sense, I think.
Next meeting, July 29th, 2026. The audio from the meeting will be on the county website under Commissioner Minutes. 1 p.m. Dale Butori, the District Field Officer for DES, and John Fisk, DES. Dale gave a quick explanation of his position and what he does. He is the Regional DES Officer and covers the southeast corner of Montana. Grants that DES receive are held up at a higher level and future funding is unknown at this time. 1:30, 250th Celebration Committee meeting. Cheryl Morrison, Allison K. Bernard, and Owen Devlin joined the meeting. There's been about 5,000 in donations. Cheryl provided an update from the last 250th Celebration Committee meetings. The donations will only be used for this event. Mary Elizabeth Grew is still working hard on donations and other organizational projects. Owen went over various businesses that might contribute to the donation fund, many not having storefronts, but do lots of business within Prairie County. 150, the computer recording. The computer recording the meeting started an update and shut down. Recording started again at 1:55. 222, Commissioner Keltner made a motion to send and sign a drafted letter in support of the Bridger Pipeline expansion project, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 227, Commissioner Keltner made a motion
To accept.
to accept an amended list of election judges to add a judge, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor, motion passed. 3 p.m. public comment, no public comment. 3:30, discussion on backup janitor. The current janitor will need someone to cover time off. Clerk and Recorder Sherry Robertson will post a job description. 4 p.m., the road supervisor, Todd Henry, cemetery board and fair board members joined the meeting. The discussion focused on current county equipment that might be able to be used in other departments. The fair board doesn't need a pickup all the time. The cemetery has a smaller pickup that isn't needed. If there was a department that needed a vehicle, it would be better to transfer to another department rather than sending it to auction. The fair board could use a grader and water trucks during fair and use someone at the fair to do the work needed. The fair board is just looking into options going forward. Discussion on how the fair board and road department could work together for the county fair needs. Jessica Thomason with the cemetery would like access to a dump truck for hauling grass clippings, etc. The road department is willing to work with them.
I took the H out of Thomason because it's not supposed to be there, right?
You took
Yeah.
the what out?
Thomason,
The H out of Thomason.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
four
I think
thirty.
there's two S's though. Thomas son.
I'm not sure.
I think there is.
Commissioners discussed employee wages within the road department. The discussion is about the temporary employees within the department. The goal is to have a pool of employees that are temporary employees. There is no employee position like this currently. More work is needed to define and lay out the framework for a pool position, as well as starting wages and sliding scales for experience. Todd Henry went over the plan for the next few months in the road department, told the commissioners about a couple of vehicles he would be interested in for the road department. The department is over in supplies, cross department out, and in need of some more supplies, but still come under a budget overall. Commissioner Teskey made a motion to allow 7,500 for bidding plus 5% commission for a total of 8,000. Seconded by Commissioner Keltner. All in favor. Motion passed. That would be for the surplus equipment.
Okay, got it.
Commissioner Keltner made a motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by Commissioner Teskey. All in favor. Motion passed.
I'd make a motion to accept the minutes as corrected and amended.
I would second that. Any discussion? If not, they stand approved. Did he find anything?
What's that?
Did he,
I think it was coming up this week.
is it this week
Yeah,
or, yeah?
I thought he said the
It's
9th.
It's an online thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So as an attachment to the minutes this week, there will be the letter you guys sent in support of the Bridger pipeline.
Yeah.
And then something else that wasn't taken care of last week that I wanted to bring back up to you is the action for Eastern Montana. I know it has Todd Devlin's signature on it, but I don't know why you guys, one of you could not put your name on it and sign it so we can get it back to them, because
Sure.
I'm sure this is time sensitive.
Isn't there a date on it? I was thinking June 14th was, it has to be signed by.
Well, I'll look at it. I didn't see it right offhand, but I'll go get the minutes done while you can look at that and see if you want to do.
turn loose my paper. Goofy paper clip. Are you not feeling well today, Dennis?
Boy, I. Short pain all day. Maybe started acting in all the other.
Still look like my
Ah,
cousin.
maybe you need to go find out.
Tell somebody your.
Just pop another Tums like my Chris did and then step over in the doorway.
Well,
Let's not do that.
it's,
Once in a lifetime to know.
that's enough.
Can I have your autograph, please? I will cherish it forever.
You're full of it.
Hey, we should have a little laughter in this room. It needs it.
He sounded pretty serious to me.
Yeah. Just like when I introduced myself to you the other day.
Harry with an H, I got a kick out of that.
Yeah, you walked in and I'm like, Dennis Teskey, right? Harry McNall, Harry with an H. And my wife heard that and she was behind me. And after I showed her that text she sent me, and she's like, I was wondering why you were doing that. You know Dennis. And I was like, yeah.
I've got a paper here somewhere that says, calls him Resky. Instead of a T for Teskey,
Oh.
it's an R.
Mm-hmm. Something I typed up?
When you say D, people, a lot of people say, is it P? D, P? And then that's pesky, and of course, that's what it is.
Yes.
Rita does the same thing, she doesn't understand guy humor. Why'd you say that?
Because it's funny.
Because- Well, what do you think he thought? Nothing?
Yeah, and so what do you think? Yeah.
I was raised among 70, 80-year-old men.
Oh,
I have a different outlook on humor.
yeah, cause they got their own brand, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Why did you say that? Oh,
There was a phone call for you earlier, John. We told him to call you in the morning.
That's perfect. It's probably just somebody selling something.
He sounded familiar.
Turn at the post office, go all the way up over the off to the fairground. That's my has not been.
you can do it now, we're laughing and giggling.
You got 4 minutes to do what you want to.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Yes.
I'm just,
I don't know if
just sorry.
there's a message on there or not, to be honest with you. Harry took the call, so I'm blaming
The
him.
county is supporting the Baltic Pleasure Dairy that day, council, the sportsmen are doing the breakfast. The chamber is doing the parade. There's gonna be a fight parade portion of it, at a ranch. The amount of money for chamber buddies, like first drive to 100, second drive to 75, for the parade.
Oh, what's next one on the agenda today?
The DNRC,
Do you have that paperwork?
No,
I don't know.
I don't have that paperwork. All I have is a
I
chart.
think Sherry's got it.
You know, hey, I gotta clue you in on something. Remember how they said that when I was up, got all that stuff signed?
Yeah,
I found my package that they put it in a deal.
they put it,
It wasn't in there.
it wasn't?
No. He thought he gave it to me, but he didn't give it.
Yep.
I just ran across that and I thought I better bring that back up.
Oh gosh. About
I bet when he seen you, he shook hands with you, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said it down.
Think you can build him might have done that. Because when I was there, my meeting was with Scott Ayers for a different deal. But-
You met out in the hallway.
And then he was there standing off to the side. And then, I didn't really talk to him. This time I recognized him from being there before and, hey, I'm Aaron. Hey, this is the deal. Yeah, I gave that stuff to you before, but he didn't, because I found that, and I was glad I did. I found that.
Made you feel better, didn't it?
I thought, how could you give that to me and you not see it?
Nope, I bet you he set it down to shake hands with you.
You know, on that stake ground, there are 3 signatures, one from the corporation, one each from Reba and May. Those are the 3 papers.
That's a whole different
Yep.
insurance thing they gotta do. And then,
All I see here is an explanation of their plan, what they do. What their goals are.
Right. And that funding changes a little bit every year, up and down.
It ebbs and flows.
they were.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
More.
Yep, and Lou said that it's so much cheaper to do it that way, so they probably got a really good deal on it, so. And all of that money is coming from the fire department. The money that we're raising.
What they would like to see happen. But it costs money to do.
Most of that money is gonna go to the.
All it is, just money.
Yeah,
And
strange how that works, isn't it?
But over there, I think we're a little short staffed too.
from Greg and Greg. So we need to provide some good. So that is another thing, and also, if they've been asked to do these different things like. That also. So we can help pay for that. Whatever.
Did you get an email?
Third.
Trump is shut down 26 or 27 wind and solar projects on land
Oh,
before.
on land?
Yeah.
Before it was offshore.
Oh, sure. And there's a new directive that's coming out. We
I
shut this
haven't seen
down.
any of that.
When I get home, I'll forward that to you.
Okay,
I know I'm not supposed to, but
it's information.
yeah,
The capsize it FYI.
yeah.
Oh,
We're not making any decisions. It's just information and we're allowed to do that.
And I'll,
Kristen Van
when
Dyke,
I get home,
all
I'll
three of
send
them.
that to you. So
So very much.
I just found it interesting. There's just so much that goes on.
And then cost of producing that. Boss has offered a reduction, Star has offered a reduction, and then, the lady that uses in Billings. I know she told me how to type, I can never remember that, but anyway, we might have like a poster.
Well, I'd make a motion for you to sign that.
Okay, the Roper Club uses, Blue Rock Shooting,
Yes, for Harry.
Blue Rock pays for their posters, and Sarah designs them. gives
I read through that a little bit last time at a meeting over there.
Yeah,
And I think
them.
it's just a capsule of what they do.
they just have to have a signature about
We can use his stamp, can
what's that.
we? We can use his
Yeah, we
stamp.
can put a stamp on there.
Make a motion and include that in the motion,
Yes, but the breakfast is free,
because he won't be back until after the 10th.
once you
Okay.
get into the.
Because this is just the food and everything going over the senior citizen center. That's
Yeah, this is just preliminary or paperwork that they have to have
paperwork
on
and
file.
signatures that every county's on board. I think there's
Yeah.
13
We are
of us
getting
or 17 of us.
Something like that.
So we should be able to support everything that they have, and they're not working together. I don't like it on this.
So, they said that you had told them, Christine, that it was coming in the mail and they have not received it in the mail yet. So
What was coming in
the
there?
DNRC paperwork that needed fixed.
Yeah, Aaron said he'd send a hard
Okay,
copy.
well, they have not received anything yet, but they haven't checked the mail today. So when they go to check it, if it's there, they'll bring it in. But they have not got it yet.
Was there something else that went off because I hand delivered it?
Christine,
Visited with
Aaron?
Aaron. But I didn't have paperwork.
True, it's whatever day it is.
I thought all you asked for was just confirmation that he,
He received the paper that you had delivered.
can I take your orders there?
Yeah, in case pull ahead to the first window.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the list has gone down.
Uh-huh.
I must have wherever the kids, you know, like the A&Ws had people come out on roller skates and they'd hang it on your,
Yeah.
that was cool.
Sonic still does that in some places.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one of those in Billings, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it in Billings, but the one that we live close to, they would do that. They come out on the skate.
Just to have the best stand up in the world.
They had that in Bellevue, Washington too, and around there. Kind of a novelty, fun thing.
Yeah. Makes you stand out a little bit. So you're not so.
And it makes it personable and it fills your driveways up. That's what I noticed.
Well, that's what people want in a business is connection of some kind. Customer service could be in all kinds of forms. And the better you are at performing it, the happier the customer is.
You know, what, the minute they think that, then it's pain in their brain, right?
What do I do to dial this number on this silly phone?
Well, why don't you just tell me which one number you want me to dial?
Speed that one, right there.
Okay. Okay.
The NRC Eastern Land Office, is this Sarah? May I help you?
Yes, may I speak to Aaron Nealon, please?
Aaron is currently out, but he should be back later this week. I can take a message and have you give me a ring later.
This is Christine Keltner, Commissioner in Prairie County. He was to send a DNRC paper to be signed after he filled stuff out, and we've not received it.
Okay, I will, let me see, let me get the number here. I will have him give you a ring back about that.
Okay,
He should be in tomorrow late, but he will be in on Friday for sure.
my home number is 406-486-5690.
Okay, wonderful. I've got that written down and I'll have him give you a ring, okay?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
You also.
Bye.
Like you, are you running and exercising again?
No, the only thing I'm doing is running to please my wife.
Is
Anything,
doing what?
just some man conversation.
I heard wife and it perked my ears up right
I
now.
was just here. I was just saying I was running hard to do everything and please my wife.
Well, that's what you should do.
Lady.
Especially when you're being recorded.
Anyway, there was a lady, she ran by the house a couple times. Finally, I went outside and yelled out the front door. I said, ma'am, nobody's chasing you.
Now, that was funny.
I think you have other business and correspondence, if you have anything there that you need to.
Yeah, I've got a couple. I unbury them here.
What did you want to do with this? You want a motion on that?
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to sign the agreement with, Action for Eastern Montana.
using Todd's stamp.
Christine is gonna use Todd's stamp.
I'll second that motion.
What is the document called? I'm sorry.
It's just a explanation of services rendered for the year.
From the Eastern.
AEM, Action from Eastern Montana. All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Okay. Our Stitz Insurance Agency sent us a letter. They have joined another agency.
Yeah, I think we've got that last time too, didn't we?
That might have been talked about it just in an FYI, I
I
believe.
think that's all that is. It's just the information that they changed.
And the Montana Historical Society, Commissioners Keltner, Rusky, and Devlin. This is the one that changed your name. We're pleased to notify you that the National Registry nomination for the State Bank of Terry will be considered by the State Historic Preservation Review Board for nomination to the National Register of Historic Places. The nomination is scheduled to be presented at Montana's Review next meeting in the afternoon of May 7th. Enclosed, please find a notification regarding concurrence or objection to this nomination. We invite your written comments, if any. Submit comments to this office at least 2 weeks prior to the board meeting. If you have questions, they gave us a phone number. Do we concur? I think the museum wanted to put it on the registry.
I think they did. Might as well register it. It's 100 years old.
It's definitely a historical business. Or building, I mean,
Is there a place for you to sign it?
I think so. That's the object. I'm not objecting. Concurrence.
I'll make a motion to sign.
Huh.
once you're ready to, after you sign it, I'll get the details off the paper there.
Concur to the nomination of be owned by Prairie County. Right?
Yeah, we own the building. The county does.
We both can sign it, I guess.
Are you gonna second it?
I'll second it. I'm sorry.
Okay, and then
Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. I'm gonna sign it and let you fill out the Prairie County.
that's fine. Yep, I can do that. The other thing I was gonna bring up is I haven't heard anything back from Cecilia yet in Sheehy's office over the letter that we put together. And it's been a while, so I don't know what you would like to
On
do.
the hit you made,
Yeah,
there was a follow-up and she has to, the guy that did interlocal government, whatever they call that branch, he left and they have a new one and he's buried. So she said it's gonna be a couple months before.
It's in
so
the
she was
works
gonna
though,
give
right?
it to him because we were just asking for her opinion on that letter, weren't we? Or for Tim Shee's office's opinion on how that was written, and
We were
because
asking
we
for
never
help.
sent it to the state office, we just sent it to her,
Oh.
asking for her to review it and see if they had any suggestions before we actually.
She was gonna, she needed to run it internal too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that was the idea, is to have them review it, make sure the wording and everything
You're right.
made sense before we actually sent it to the BLM.
You got her email.
I do have an email for
You,
her.
you wanna just do that?
Just on the line where I signed, I think.
Co-owner, you're the owner, commissioner, there's no co on it.
Well, you're part of the board, so
Well, I think they only need one deal.
Oh wait, that's not right, that's what I.
think that's
just-
enough.
Yeah. It's just the commissioners that.
Okay. Oh, here's something I should have given Todd Henry. On March 3rd, 2026, the Bureau of Land Management Miles City Field Office received your request to explore for soil in Section 12, Township 11 North, Range 55 East, Prairie County. The request was revised and a complete application requesting authorization for 3 test holes was received by this office on March 17th, 2026. The Miles City Field Office has completed review of the exploration plan submitted and NEPA has been conducted and posted on BLM's e-planning website. BLM authorizes you to test the mineral materials under the provisions of 43 CFR 3601-.30 and in accordance with the attached stipulations and NEPA documentation. This authorization does not give you a preference right to a sales contract or free use permit. The authorization will expire July 28th, 2026. BLM staff must be on site during your work, so please give us at least a week advance notice to schedule. You must submit findings of your exploration within 30 days of completion of the project. We were waiting for this, right?
I need to follow up with that with, Eric Urban,
Yeah,
because he sent an email there. These test holes, they want hand dug with a shovel because it's between April 15th and July 15th. We're not gonna hand dig those. They're 4 or 5 foot deep holes. And they wanna do that without machine. Now, Eric,
evidently he got a copy of it. His name's on.
oh, is it? Okay. I'll call Eric then and
Let's see what else this says.
see what the plan is.
Background, Cabin Creek test pits. And you can't dig with a shovel on that hill.
That would be outrageous.
South
Didn't they request
Scorio.
that last time too?
With that,
Didn't they request that last time too?
Description of proposed action.
and like out where we did it on Cherry Creek, Todd had gone out and mowed it in the off season. So it was just short grass and we could dig there. There was no,
If he goes out and mows it now, then they'd never know what to be after.
yeah, it's too late now.
They'd never know that. Land use plan confirms compliance with NEPA, extraordinary circumstances review.
Yeah, you could certainly call town hall if you have that number.
Should I make a copy of this before sending it back?
What?
Do I need to make a copy of this before
Yeah.
sending it
We
back?
should probably keep a copy of it. In case the.
Eric Lepiso.
Wants to know.
I'll just put it with the minutes then and,
Yeah.
okay, I'll do that.
Keep what we signed on for.
Here, you can look at this part of it.
Okay. March 15th, I thought it was April 15th, March 15th and July 15th.
It usually was April. It says
I
March.
thought it was April.
Yeah.
Wow, no,
They
that's new.
slipped
because it used to
another
be
one
April.
in on us, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, cause I was sure that was,
It was.
You've got the grass seed requirements. Grass don't grow on scorio knobs. Do they not know that? Do they need somebody to tell them that? Well, I don't see any direction on how they want it done. Did I miss it?
what done?
The test holes.
Well. Right here, if soil tests holes can be completed outside the migratory bird nesting avoidance period, equipment such as a John Deere 10D backhoe will be mobilized and complete the digging process.
Right.
You want it done within a single day. Once the holes are dug, collect collect the data and immediately backfill. Reseeded.
Wait for Sunday they'll like that.
Whole thing. File. I went through one whole one. And I can't get rid of them. After they're full.
They got that March 15th all over in this document.
Huh,
Just changed it, we didn't know about it.
I'm sure that's what has happened. They
We
didn't,
have fun today? Sure.
didn't put it out there for us to know about it. While you're reading this, I'm gonna take a walk. We do, they. But I didn't see how they wanted it. Test hole dug. Don't let anybody steal anything.
There you go.
Watering.
I'm gonna let her expound.
Two. Most of the failed and Colin itself had to breathe.
Oh, weird.
Jack that old, well, mom and dad had their health. I don't know if it's just district stuff, but I know early. Most can be on it.
I think, oh. I can't remember where the school when they ran it, if they had it. Good to me though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like. I don't agree with everything. I think it's a true statement that they don't have a lot of clarity on what it's gonna be used for. And there's no guarantee.
All, and you get the coach part. Let's see. We are having. It's that. Hard. That's why I think so much of it has to be reward. Like the schools Made the school, you know, what these happens. Never.
Very.
But even if they would, look at how much everything else keeps increasing.
Yeah.
Nothing ever changed for it, so
Yeah.
now the schools don't have the resources to cover everything that they need in the school, plus infrastructure.
Yeah, that absolutely didn't keep up.
And then we start looking at. Building holes in there. They were never meant to have that. All they built. I just. Without it's already a back school. Guy.
The new one? Oh my gosh.
So now they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Take this language. That's for you guys. Thank you. Next letter.
Well, they can't afford it.
That's what. It's so much when you look at places like Gallup. There's still. Grocery stores.
Somebody that supports the community.
So they're gonna get 15 to 20 bucks an hour. This is stuff that people would let apart. They do, and they can't do it any other way.
Yeah.
So, if they happen to billings after COVID, 5 years, not enough. Somehow a little bit, but like money. House bills, anyway. So, you know, everybody priced themselves out, and now they're going. People that actually afford to live there, like.
What do you mean?
You don't do any of that stuff. People, we're there 2 weeks out of a year.
Yeah.
And then they come back for the land homes, they go there and are where else? These are all the people that are taking those jobs. Gas station, yeah, that's what she's going to do.
I get called Bob.
Oh, yeah. And what are we doing?
Email or my cell number.
Hey, do you remember who you talked to?
A no name for a say.
So when the person started taking your information in and say, hey, this is my name, no? Oh, great. Did you do it under you?
Yeah.
Okay. I can tag you in that frame.
Hi, Garrett. You wanna go to lunch with us?
Do I? No, I'm gonna take a nap. Although I appreciate that things are better. Yeah, I mean, everyone's better behaved. The questions this morning I thought were good questions.
They were the quiet people that show up.
Yeah. Few committees, bitched and moaned about everyone that they weren't out when they left, but
Sure. Quickly,
yeah, right.
what you expected her to change?
Uh-huh. I thought Peabody was good in
And no.
You were in one guy, yes?
Yes. What happened to my cohort?
Ran away, you left. Feeling you're not gonna have much of an afternoon either. Get that shit till about 3.
You have to deal with me this afternoon.
Hi, this is Cheryl
Be
Morrison.
prepared.
I'm
Christine
ready.
Hilder is my mom.
I'm
And
ready.
She came in yesterday to talk to somebody about a blue card for her candidacy for being a commissioner in Prairie County. And she did not think that she gave them a good phone number to get back to her, nor did they ask for it. Yeah. Just I mentioned, she is a people guy I would work with, but she didn't remember anything.
Thanks, Erica.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Fine.
Everything fine?
Yeah. You certainly could have. Mom, did you have a copy of a yellow postcard that you did?
Yes,
That's what she said. You did, but somebody had checked with somebody.
Oh,
So I was just curious. Somebody checked.
Christine would know. She knows everything.
I haven't talked to Dan yet.
Okay.
He wasn't
It's still
in,
plenty early.
he wasn't in yet, so
Okay.
haven't caught up with him.
I just seen you and you're not in a meeting and you're not distracted. Well, maybe you are distracted.
I
No.
spent that way. That's my life. Did you find anything in there on how they were supposed to conduct the,
This?
yeah,
No, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take this with me. So I'd be sure and call Eric. He can confirm it, cause he's got it. I just want this.
I wanna make a copy of it so that I've got one in my
Okay,
file.
I'm with you.
I think Connie brought in on it, so I have 2 copies made.
Months ago. You can order more little boxes and I'm like, yeah. So that doesn't matter. I gotta work anyway. I'm waiting on a truck, 12 o'clock.
93.
I do not trade.
Oh, okay.
But if you say so.
Hold on the back.
I will write it down now. I'm sure it's considered, but that was a whole day ago. Right? Welcome to my world. I'm sure you did days like that, no?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you, Garrett.
Thanks, Darren.
See you later.
Oh, okay. So you didn't talk to that same girl?
Yes, I did.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't her. Okay. Well, then she just accidentally threw on me. Or if her is new. Like we don't have Jenna that works there anymore, we don't have the other.
I was informed, she hasn't been there for several years.
Yeah, she's been gone.
I thought.
What do you know, Bubba? Yeah. You're good, that's all you gotta do now. No, it's in October, you don't have to, that's the one.
I got a flyer in there today.
There you go.
Wow, they're doing that fast.
So write me
Dropped
the
them off this morning.
or you'll kill it.
You did?
Okay.
Good. You know, I used to think everything had to go to billing and then come back. Maybe those.
This is called a direct mail mailing,
Oh,
so you have to do it online. And then you pay another company to make the flyers that
You're.
say what you want them to say. And they make them within the specs of what's required by the post office. And when you go through online, you determine which routes are gonna receive your flyer. And businesses can do this or whatever. And it's a hugely reduced rate. And it's because it goes directly to the post office, no sorting other than putting them in every mailbox. Because it doesn't say your name, doesn't say an address, just everything in that route. So the PO boxes and then driving routes. So there's 5 routes, I think, out of the post offices between Fallon and here that I took those. So all in all, not too bad, but people supported my campaign, so I'm trying to give them their money's worth
sure.
any way that I can. So
Well, and I think it's more, it helps. It's more of an explanation. People do read those. Sometimes they don't know anybody about anything, but it kind of helps make decisions too in a certain group.
so we'll see. Can't hurt. I'm getting hungry. Oh, you gonna run home on lunch again, or are you gonna?
No, I'm gonna just, we had a a bunch of cows that didn't get bred.
Oh,
And I got rid of half of those. And the other half, there's a couple, two or three that have just without a calf. They're not, they're aggressive, they
Huh.
stomp around, they jump fences. Not, this is what we're not even remotely used to. And the only thing I can put on this is that they didn't calve this year. That's the only thing different that's happened on that farm. In the 25 years we've had cows.
did you added some cows last year, right?
Yeah.
So were they there during the breeding season or did they come in afterwards?
After.
So you were told they were bred, or did you know?
Well, this isn't that group. This is my group that were out there.
Oh, the ones that were already there.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
We had a bad bull.
Hmm.
And, we shuffle. We have some friends.
Sure.
Trade stuff with, but this is the first year we've ever experienced that. And because you've seen our cows, the ones we keep in the yard,
They're not bad.
you know, they're pretty docile. They don't.
They don't even get that shook up when you carry their calf across the yard, so.
No. But you know, when we take them their treats out and stuff, they get pretty friendly with us because they know we're not up to anything too bad to them. It's just this year, without a calf, I think it makes a difference. I'll have to look that up and find out if that's my thinking is logical or not.
It makes logical sense. I don't know. To me, it makes sense, but I don't know cows that well.
Because we've never had this kind of stuff going on. Of course, the ones that got kept in the corrals are gonna go help on. Can't have anybody out there.
My dad was telling me that they went to the sales yard a couple weeks ago and bought, I don't know, however many he runs on his little piece of land that he's got left. And he said it was $5.15 a pound, I think is what he paid for yearlings. Because they'll keep them through till fall. And then he'll sell and butcher the ones he wants and sells the rest of them. And then he does the same thing next year. He doesn't usually run he might keep one or two through the winter, but he doesn't. He just buys and sells and then butchers the ones that he wants to butcher and sells their ones back. So
Sure.
he used to have quite a few. He used to have up to, I think he had a little over 100 head at one point, which isn't a huge operation for what he was working with. And then he sold them all and now he just keeps whatever fits on I think he's got 10 acres or something that he has grass on them.
Damn, you're a copy check.
Well, he's 72. And he's not wanting to be a full-time rancher, so he's just like kind of I don't know if it's really a hobby or an investment or what he considers it, but it is what it is. So well, my wife would be great. I said we could do the same thing, but you have to have a place to put them.
Yeah.
And set up in such a way that you don't have to put a bunch of money into them in that time period. Because it works if you can buy them in the spring and sell them in the fall. But if you have to put a bunch of money into them in between here and there,
No,
it ain't gonna make sense. Yeah.
you gotta just park them and have a feed base for them
Mm-hmm.
and keep their expenses down.
But he was just astonished. He said when he sold his cows, which was a long time ago, that 100 head or so that he had $1.25 a pound when he sold them. That was 15 years ago, I think, somewhere in there.
Wow.
He's like, if they had been prices like this, I wouldn't have stopped. And it's like, yeah, I know. But you can't predict the future. And if you look at the past, it doesn't traditionally move the way that it's moved over the last couple of years. So,
There's a lot of times in the past, 65 cents, that was 65, 67 cents on the hoof. As good as money as you're gonna make. But what's going on in the market the last couple of years is just like, can't believe it. And I sure wouldn't bank on it. I think you're pretty safe in today's market. People got upset because Trump opened up the Argentine market. But that's 2%. 2% isn't gonna move this market here in America at all. And people
the
buy.
number of cattle that America actually has is down from the past. So if you don't introduce something from outside, then you're you're not gonna be able to fill the demand.
And there is everybody says how bad red meat is for you. Actually, it's not. And actually people like that instead of the, beef beyond or meat beyond, whatever they call
The
that.
fake stuff. So,
When we were young, raising a family, I'd go to the grocery store reading, you look at the label, there are 2 or 3 ingredients. You looked at them.
oh yeah, we look at them all.
Ingredients.
So Dennis, somebody
more.
gave me a package of pasta
Yes, you are.
and it's from
I've been
Italy.
with that for years.
It has 1 ingredient. You go to any of them on the shelves in the grocery store, and there's a minimum of 4. And all pasta is flour and water, basically, put into
Shift
the.
it to the next
but
one.
it's in left. Yeah, so what are these other, why is there,
Ash can't.
one
help
from
it.
Italy has 1 ingredient, but the ones here have 4 to 5 ingredients?
In Europe, they clamp down on that. They don't allow that.
Back, Christie.
One for Todd and one for you, and I'm gonna put the original in the file, the gravel pit file over here in the corner.
Perfect. I think that's great.
Mary, that look good?
Yes, you can.
I didn't leave very far, Harry.
You what?
I didn't leave very far, just to the computer, copier.
I'm just doing this so it triggers my memory.
Nothing wrong with
So is
that.
there something you have to return, or is it something you have to do now?
I'm gonna have a conversation with Eric Urban in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've got a 3-day window to get this done after, well, I guess.
Once you
a
start.
A week window. After the July 15th.
Oh, okay, so it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
No.
We missed our start. Evidently.
Well, see, we were supposed to do it this spring. But if you'll remember, we had a government shutdown.
No, and another one, yep.
And then that threw everybody off, and then there were some people that left on retirements. And we were just to this point getting things submitted. This is their answer back from November.
From November,
From
yeah,
November, it's in April, so
that skewers us,
5 months.
yeah.
Maybe it's on here.
The taller cleaning lady, or we need the black guy?
So they didn't receive it till March 3rd.
Be up here.
Is that what it-
Yeah. Says on March 23rd, the Rio Line Management Office has received your request.
But it doesn't say when our request was made. That was-
Well,
Says when they got it.
I think in conversations with Eric, I think he had to resubmit it.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a certain, I think 60-day window, you have to respond.
I think you're
I
right.
think that's what it is. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Well, they're out and they're buried. I think they made him resubmit it because I know he did it in November because we talked about it, that we'd do it as soon as the spring broke. Well, we had a decent winter.
So,
Probably could have done it any time, right?
oh, there we go. This is the other piece that I haven't seen. Yeah, March 15th is new. It's always been April. Everything we've talked about in the past has been April. I wonder if this has to do with the update that they did on the grouse management plan that they finished last year.
No, because that can't change your, is it the
It has to be
range man?
listed in the
Can't change
registry
that.
for them to change it.
What's that?
Had to have been listed in the registry somewhere for them to change it.
Unless it's a
They go-
misprint and it was supposed to be April 15th and not March 15th, because in everything we've dealt for in the past has all been April, because we've talked about it so many times.
Yeah,
A date
Yeah,
wasn't a mistake. It was a date that everybody saw and knew, and they've mentioned it to us. So I wonder why it's changed now.
and I don't think they can just change Cause that
Well,
would
like I said, if they did change it, it would be in the registry.
be, it'd have to be in the register, but you know, to change that RMP, this doesn't, you can't just snap your fingers and have it changed.
But
I mean, you
that'd
could
be
just
on-
ask him about it because it is interesting because now it's, yeah, it's in multiple places in here that it's March and not April.
Well, I'll ask Eric about that. Because, yeah, it's just not a misprint one place, is
Yeah.
it?
Nope, because it's in fact.
It's through the whole document.
Yeah.
It says to
You want a
comply
sticky
with the
note?
Migratory Bird Treaty Act and the General Habitat Management.
You want a sticky note?
So
Right on
it's
that.
referencing two acts that have been in place for a long time, and this is General Habitat Resource or General Habitat Management Area is a new plan of some kind, but the Migratory Bird Act has always said April 15th unless they've updated it. I'm gonna Google it.
That would be a good idea. That'll tell you on it.
Yeah, it gives the dates of April 15th to July 15th as periods of critical or avoiding vegetational removal or land clearing activities to preserve taking birds. That's what it says. It doesn't say anything about March 15th.
It's your April 15th, that's what that said.
Yeah, that's what it says on here too.
I'm just wondering if it's a typo in there,
I think it's a very dedicated typo. If it's a typo,
well, see, that's why I wanna talk to Eric about it to see
Mhm.
what's up with this and.
Yeah, because that's not what the act says. I mean, not that it's gonna make any effect to us right now, but if they're doing it all over the place, there's something is
that's
amiss.
precedent.
Mhm.
I make a motion, we adjourn for lunch.
All right, love your idea, I second it.
Give you an extra few minutes to go check on things.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.